The last time we greeted you was 9 months ago on top of Finley Stadium in Chattanooga, Tennessee, losing a heartbreaker to Tullahoma. That was 9 months ago, and that wrapped up. The last time we greeted you was 9 months ago on top of Finley Stadium in Chattanooga, Tennessee, losing a heartbreaker to Tullahoma. That was 9 months ago, and that wrapped up. The last time we greeted you was 9 months ago on top of Finley Stadium in Chattanooga, Tennessee, losing a heartbreaker to Tullahoma. That was 9 months ago, and that wrapped up. The last time we greeted you was 9 months ago on top of Finley Stadium in Chattanooga, Tennessee, losing a heartbreaker to Tullahoma. That was 9 months ago, and that wrapped up. The last time we greeted you was 9 months ago on top of Finley Stadium in Chattanooga, Tennessee, losing a heartbreaker to Tullahoma. That was 9 months ago, and that wrapped up. The last time we greeted you was 9 months ago on top of Finley Stadium in Chattanooga, Tennessee, losing a heartbreaker to Tullahoma. That was 9 months ago, and that wrapped up. The last time we greeted you was 9 months ago on top of Finley Stadium in Chattanooga, Tennessee, losing a heartbreaker to Tullahoma. That was 9 months ago, and that wrapped up. The last time we greeted you was 9 months ago on top of Finley Stadium in Chattanooga, Tennessee, losing a heartbreaker to Tullahoma. That was 9 months ago, and that wrapped up. The last time we greeted you was 9 months ago on top of Finley Stadium in Chattanooga, Tennessee, losing a heartbreaker to Tullahoma. That was 9 months ago, and that wrapped up. The last time we greeted you was 9 months ago on top of. Let's try this again. I think we got it now. Let's try it again. The last time you and I greeted each other, we were on top of the stadium at Finley Stadium in Chattanooga, losing a heartbreaker to Tullahoma in double overtime. And so that was it. This is now after a 42-2 run. A lot of kids are gone. New kids have stepped up. We're ready to bring you the 2022 edition of Elizabethton Cyclone football here on an 82-degree night here in Elizabethton, Tennessee. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Yours truly, Tom Taylor, Mike Side with Cassie Fowler, and also with Coach Ryan Presnell, ready to bring it to you, Coach. It is, as the late John Ward would say, it's football time in Tennessee, and we are ready to go for what should be an exciting game tonight. A lot of question marks for this football team and for Science Hill, but we're here. Been waiting for this night for a long time. The crowd's here. The fans in Johnson City are over there. A pretty good crowd across the way. It's ready, my friend, to bring you Cyclone football.
Yeah, it's definitely exciting, that's for sure. And like you said, working through the depth chart, there's just a lot of new names, a lot of guys that have gotten a lot of good snaps on JV the past couple of years. And, Coach Witten does such a good job with that JV, and so does that staff of getting those guys quality snaps against quality opponents. And so if anybody can handle a turnover like that, it's this program, because they do it top to bottom, Tom, and they do it all the way down to the junior high. So the system's in place. A lot of nervous cats around school today, but that's all right. First time under the Friday Night Lights is difficult and it's hard. But let me tell you, on the flip side of everything we just said, man, this is a lot of fun. We get to learn a lot of new kids. We get to see a lot of new faces. Going to see some new wrinkles in the offense, I think, some new wrinkles in the defense, I think, just catering to this new personnel. And I'm really excited to see what Coach Witten and his staff have done in the offseason with these young men. 97th meeting between these two. Science Hill leads the series 55-36-5, but Cyclones have won the last four, and we know that. We've documented that a lot here in Elizabethton because it's the big rival. It's the big town and the big school against us here in Elizabethton. It's the big guys against the little guys. Sean Witten, 15th season, 148 wins, 43 defeats. Stacy Carter, 153 wins, 62 defeats. So between these two coaches, 301 wins on this field tonight. These guys know what they're doing, and they'll have two football teams certainly ready to go. Here's an interesting stat. Out of the 15 seasons Sean Witten's coached at Elizabeth, in 9 seasons he's won at least 10 games, 11 seasons he's won at least 9 games, and 13 seasons he's won at least 8 games. So he personifies success, 2 state championships and a state runner-up. That was in, this is now, and so this is a
Big-time night tonight. Take on the Scienceville Hilltoppers. They next week will take on Anderson County. We will be off and get ready for Greenville in 2 weeks again at Burley Stadium in Greenville. Pre-game show brought to you by Valvoline Express Care. We'll take a break. We'll be right back for Carter County Bank. Pre-game show, we'll take a look at the Scienceville Hilltopper lineup. We're also going to capture the Betsy Band in the pre-game. Also the color guard. It's a festive night out here. We're going to honor down on the field right now Dr. Danny Smith. Of course, what a guy. Danny Smith, Dr. Danny Smith, was one of our big fans. And he would listen to this broadcast even when he was in Houston going through his medication and being hospitalized in Houston. He always listened to the ball games. He would say, listening in Houston, Dr. Danny Smith. He's in glory now looking down. We got his ball cap on, and so they're honoring his family down on the field right now. And so let's capture that. Let's get this right here, and let's see. There's the Smith family. We want to honor them, and so, again, it's a special night down on the field to honor the late Dr. Danny Smith. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll take a look at the starting lineups for Science Hill, the Hilltoppers, and the Cyclones in the Railroad Rumble, Part 2. We'll be right after this. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football.
Today we'd like to talk with you about a Valvoline Professional Series cooling system service.
When people neglect their cooling systems for too long, scale and deposits can build up in the passages. That restricts flow and it prevents your cooling system from effectively cooling your engine.
This is Andrew McKeon, president of Carter County Bank. Carter County is blessed with
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
What's your definition of fresh? At Food City, ours starts every morning as our certified butchers hand-cut everything you see behind the counter fresh that day. Fresh also means our beef is ground in the store several times a day, time-stamped with the hour it was ground. That's a fresh guarantee. The fact is, it just doesn't get any fresher than this. That's why we say, start fresh with Food City.
Back at Citizens Bank Stadium, let's take a look at this Hilltopper front offensive set, coach. We'll start with the center, Kellen Hensley, former Cyclone, 5'7", 255 senior. He'll wear 53. Left guard is number 50, David Reed, sophomore, 6', 202. You have Camille Redford, 6'2", 295. He'll go left guard. Left tackle, Tristan Smith, 6'3", 275. Junior wears 57. Tight end will be Ben O'Daniel, 48, senior, 6'1", 230. Also Devin Medina, 2 tight end set, 6', 195, senior. That will be your offensive set, again, for this football team. Your quarterback will be Jason Swartz, 5'9", 153, junior for Science Hill. That's who's scheduled to start. Running backs got a couple of speedsters. Micah Dukes wears number 1, 5'9", 189, senior. Javen Chester, 5'7", 155, senior, wears number 23. Your wideouts, Tyler Moon, keep an eye on him, number 5. He's a 5'9 senior. He can catch it. Also, Emmett Watson, 5'11", 160, wideout as well. And so this is the offense that Stacey Carter brings in here, getting ready for this football game tonight. The Cyclones and the Science Hill Hilltoppers. Defensively, we'll turn and flip it over. A lot of these guys, interesting, Coach. A lot of these guys go both ways for a school this big. Yeah. Brody Barnett will play. He plays number 75 on the three-man front up front, 6'1", 225. Nose man, Camille Redford, we talked about him. Ben O'Daniel will come back and also play there as well. Linebacking core, Emmett Watson, Zeph Fegyak. He is a 5'9", 185 junior. Baylor Necessary, 6'1", 200-pound sophomore. Matthew March, 5'9", 200-pound junior. Devin Medina, 6', 195 senior. And also Stephen Famoyan, a 5'11", 140 sophomore. That makes up the lineup. And in the defensive secondary, Jacob Julian, 5'10 senior, and Derek Smith, 6', 160 senior. Talk about the Science Hill football team, Coach.
Yeah, offensively, this is if you've if you've kept track of Science Hill football for the last 30 years, you're going to see something so completely different tonight. You're going to see 2 tight ends for most of the night and 2 wideouts, and you're going to see them run the ball probably 90% of the time. That's just not what we're used to. We're used to Science Hill trying to go down the field, putting athletic receivers down the field, and with this quarterback, Jason Schwartz, kid's a super running back, okay? I mean, he is a legit runner of the football. They've recognized that. They've got a really big offensive line that's really going to try to push around there. A few new guys up front for us, but really it's about Jason Schwartz and Javen Chester in that backfield. And if they do throw, you're going to see a rollout and a play action. It's not going to be a traditional drop back. And defensively, very traditional for high school nowadays in 2022. 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers, and a 2 deep. They're pretty small up front, Tom, but actually they are really, really fast, buddy. Like, they really fly to the football very well, better than a lot of Science Hill teams of the past. So this is going to be super tough defense to run the football on, and a super tough offense that's going to run the football a lot. So if you like running the football, Citizens Bank Stadium is the place to be tonight.
Let's take a look at the offensive set for the Elizabethton Cyclones. It's anchored with the big guy up front, Sam Bauer, 6'3" and 325 at least. Big Sam, we don't have the heights and weights of our football team unless you've got them. Do you have them? I do not.
I don't.
I don't either. I just know we're big up front. Right guard, Gavin Kodak. Kodak, number 62 for the Cyclones. Gavin Kodak, 62, will come in as a sophomore. Sam Bowers, again, big, as we said, big 78 up front, anchoring that line, will come in as a senior. Right tackle, Caden Drain, number 77 for the Cyclones. He's a senior. Coming off on that left guard, Seth Campbell, number 50. Campbell is a sophomore, and he's a load. Number 54, tackle Wyatt Pitzenbarger. Pitzenbarger for the Cyclones, a junior, wears 54. And 56 are tight end Jacob Whitaker. Whitaker again at the 56 spot on the numbers, and Jacob Whitaker will come in as a junior. In the backfield, quarterback tonight, starting it will be Jeriah Griffin. He will start it for the Cyclones. Griffin will be your sophomore. He'll also get help back there from Gib Maupin. So it's going to be Griffin and Maupin as your quarterbacking duo. Also, Cam Baker, the wideout. Bryson Rowland. Let's get him, boys. Yeah, Bryson Rowland, number 13. Dalton Mitchell, number 18. Cam Baker, number 4, catching the football. Eli Blevins, number 11. Teddy Orton, number 19. These guys will catch it. And Coach toting the mail tonight. Cade Russell. Russell is no stranger to Science Hill football. He loves playing against the Hilltoppers. He'll also be back here by number 27, Caleb Holzer, who has got some jets. Zeth Mullen still out hurt. And so you've got those, your 2 running backs tonight, primarily for the Cyclones. So what do you see tonight? Bryson Rollins is gone. Sure. We know that. And he's down at Maryville College. Probably will start down there for the Fighting Scots. He's gone. We miss him. But these 2 young men got to step up and tonight get a chance to show their stuff. Griffin or Maupin or maybe even Dalton Mitchell. One of those 3, but he's going to start Jeriah Griffin tonight. What's your take on this new offensive look for the Cyclones?
Well, it's the interesting thing is you've got really 2 guys competing for this spot in Jeriah Griffin and Gib Maupin that give you really different looks. You know, one's more of a pocket passer, the other's a run and gun kind of guy. And so are you okay with the 2 quarterback look for a while to let this thing figure it out, to say, hey, you know, we're down by 2 scores, then I'm going to have to throw the football. Do I put the throwing quarterback in there? And really, Jeriah can throw the ball well, too. It's just a really different look. So it's going to be interesting to really see what Coach Whitten does here in the first half of this football. I know there's a bunch of set of eyes that's going to be looking every time that offense comes on the field to see who's taking the snaps that night. So, you know, it's it's tough to be Sean Whitten tonight. He's got a tough decision to make, but, you know, that's why you get paid the big bucks and make those calls.
Before we go to the break, I want to say hello to some folks. Olivia Shaffey, hello to you. Linda Prophet, hello to you. You're welcome. Kenneth Potter, hello to Sarah Simmerly out in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. She's Jane Murray's sister, and we're Mandy Murray's aunt and uncle. I'm a big fan of that Mandy Murray. And so, by the way, she can make some mean lasagna. Hey. Oh, baby. She can flat make some mean lasagna. Anyway, hello to the Simmerleys in Murfreesboro. I may have to invite you over sometime.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Yeah.
I'm an expert on lasagna, and if I try it, I'll have an idea, and I can talk about you with it.
You got it. When Mandy Murray whips up some lasagna, woo, doggies. Hello also to some other folks. Let's see, hit this one and come back. And hello to Tina Bowers and William Welch and Kathy Forbes and Brooke Vance. Thank you all for being with us. Linda Prophet, very, very kind. So thanks again for the nice words you folks are saying. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. We'll continue the pregame show. We're going to catch the Betsy Band coming in as only they can with Mr. Valentine. They're doing an awesome job, and we'll check in with him coming up We'll take a break. We'll be right, not with him, but with the band. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. Pre-game show continues. Brought to you by Valvoline Express Care. Now this from Physical Therapy Services. Aaron Kaiser, from Physical Therapy Services. So one of the things you guys treat is fibromyalgia. Tell me about that.
Yeah. So a lot of times the best thing that you can do for people that have fibromyalgia is get them moving and moving in a comfortable way that they feel safe and that they feel comfortable and like they have control of the situation. So we have the anti-gravity treadmill, the Alter G, where we can offload them, get them moving. We have the new step, which they like because they're not full weight bearing. They can adjust that. And overall, just patient education, teaching them how to move in that pain-free or that more comfortable way for them.
Yeah, good stuff. They offer a lot of services of physical therapy services. How do we find you on social media?
Facebook, we have an ortho clinic that has a Facebook page and then a pediatric clinic that has a Facebook page.
They've been with us since day one. Proud sponsors. I love promoting these folks. Again, Dr. Danny, Dr. Justin Smith, Dr. Sylvester, Dr. Aaron, and all the other great folks. Sponsors of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Cyclone Sports Physical Therapy Services. If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union folks for a most competitive auto loan rate on both new and used vehicles. And if you're offered a rate that is lower, check with a Happy Valley Credit Union loan officer to see if you qualify for a matched rate by the credit union. Always be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union folks before you finance an automobile anywhere else. Happy Valley Credit Union, C Street, Elizabethton, behind Walgreens. Back again at Citizen Bank Stadium. We hear the pounding of the drums. The Betsy Band's about to come on the field in a moment. We're going to capture them coming down the field. Man, they have worked very hard this year for the pregame show and the halftime show and the color guard as well. We'll get to those folks in a minute. Science Hill fans across the way. Pretty good crowd, but we got more here as the Betsy Band strutting their stuff out on the field. Now, if that don't get you fired up, your wood's wet. I'm just going to tell you. That is very impressive, and they haven't really got started yet. Look at those flags flying. And let's take a look at this defense, Coach, up front. It starts with the wrecking crew, number 82, Mason Ball. He is a stud, folks. Mason Ball, the junior linebacker, 6'3", and goes about 245. He's a hoss. Also up there, Ben Adams will go start in the other drop in. And number 63, your tackles for the Cyclones. That will be Eli Guess, 63, and also 67, Landon Hughes. Coach, who's your linebacking core for the Cyclones?
Going to have Wes Shankles at outside linebacker, 5'11" senior. Eli Williams in the middle linebacker playing the mic tonight, 6'1" senior. And Cam Baker is going to be at that other outside linebacker. Might see some Maddox Tressler out there. Caleb Hauser will also be in the mix out there. So going to have to be athletic tonight to keep that quarterback inside.
We're on YouTube, by the way, folks, Facebook and YouTube now. We're on two platforms. We're excited about that. So if you can't get us on Facebook, go to YouTube at Tom Douglas Sports Show, and there we are. So we are there and ready. You took care of the linebackers. What about the defensive secondary?
Cornerback going to be, let's see, on one side we got Bryson Rowlands going to be backing up Nate Stevens at the one cornerback. Going to have Jariah Griffin and Cade Russell splitting time at safety tonight. Dalton Mitchell will be at the other safety, backed up by Jesse Whitehead. And then the other cornerback I do not have.
Number 19 should be Teddy Orton.
Teddy Orton.
And it is, yeah. Teddy will go both ways. So there's your coach. Tell us what's out there in the center of the field. Oh, wait, let's catch the Betsy Band. Here they come. Coming down the near sideline, you see the flags at the bottom of the screen. Yep, and then we'll get the color guard out in the field. The coin toss coming up, too. It'll be here before you know it. So we'll get Coach's keys to this football game. And the fans are on their feet and clapping as here comes the Betsy Band. Look at that. Is that? Whoo! They are awesome, folks. I'm just here to tell you. I love to hear this band. Goodness gracious. Kind of gets me fired up. He gets me fired up, Coach. How about that?
Yeah,
wow.
I go way back with that fight song. They were playing it today during lunch, and I could open my door and listen to it. And every time I hear it, it's a good moment for me. Brings back a lot of good memories, as it does for a lot of folks in these stands.
Hello to Brooke Vance. Hello to Junior Stanley, Lisa Perkins, Cindy Foley, Dickie Clark, Lisa Broom. Thank you all so much for watching and listening to this broadcast. We're just getting started. Got 9 games next week at Open Date. We'll come back in 2 weeks, taking on the Greenville Green Devils down in Greenville. Coach, across the field, brag on them youngins at the 50-yard line, would you please?
Yeah, I got 4 cadets out there with the color guard this year. And, boy, this time last year we couldn't even get in a uniform, literally. They were in tubs, and so they set themselves to working and finished second in the color guard competition for East Tennessee. And they're out there tonight, trained by First Sergeant Wilcox, Cadet Layla El Helu, Tiana Haichu, Kayla Shoemake, and Lucian LaFour, proudly representing our colors and our cadet corps here at Elizabethton High School.
Cyclones, Hilltoppers, the Railroad Rumble Part 2. We'll come back with the coin toss and get this party started after this timeout for Ivy Hall Nursing Home and the Farm Bureau. You're watching and listening to Elizabethton Cyclone Football. One of our great sponsors on Cyclone Football, again, the great folks at Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Joseph Taylor, tell us what it's all about.
Yes, sir. We specialize in short-term rehab or long-term care. We accept all major insurances. We accept Medicare, Medicaid. What we really love is people that come in that have had a knee replacement, hip replacement, come to Ivy Hall for some inpatient rehab. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We have a full-time respiratory therapist. And, Tom, you can see I'm a big guy, so you know I like food. I know good food, and Ivy Hall specializes in home-cooked meals, three good meals a day. You can catch me every day right at the door getting my tray myself.
There you go. That's awesome. How do we find out more about Ivy Hall on social media?
Yes, sir. We have a Facebook page, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or a website, ivyhallnursing.com.
One of our great sponsors, folks. Glad to have them on board. Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Yeah, that's my bad. We're back? All right, we're back. I thought I missed it. I don't want to miss that. We missed some of it, but we caught some of it. Here they come, the junior Cyclones out on the field. Dadgummit, I hate missing that part. It's my favorite part, coming out on the field, that and the national anthem. Cyclone football coach, we're 10 minutes away from kickoff. Science Hill back on the field on their side getting ready. They're on all white. We're in, as you can see, black, orange trimmed out in white. Our stands, whoo!
Standing room only, brother.
They are SRO, folks, standing room only. Not supposed to get emotional about this game, but I do. I love this school and I love this community. Woo! It's because of you I'm here. You're the reason I'm here. President asked me to come do the baseball games how many years ago?
7 years ago.
7 years ago, and what kind of spawned into everything else we're doing. So I'm here because of this man to my left, who I'll be forever grateful for that. So here we go, down on the field, the coin toss, and getting ready for Cyclone football and the welcome of the national anthem led by Deb Googe and the ensemble. So here comes the Cadet Corps across the field with the colors.
Boy, that looks good, don't it?
It does look good.
Yeah,
Tennessee flag, our stars and stripes. We're still the greatest country in the world. I don't care what anybody says.
Amen.
I'll never apologize for that statement. I can guarantee you. 2 things that you see on the side of my car. Charlie Daniels said 2 things protect the United States of America, the United States military, and the grace of Almighty God.
Amen.
And that's what does it. All right. Down on the field, here's the ensemble. See if we can pick this up here. We'll put the headset out the window and see if we can capture it.
Here to bring you the welcome is senior Carly Lloyd. Miss Lloyd is the daughter of Aaron and Misty Lloyd and sister of Bryson Lloyd. She serves as the student body president and is the business manager for the yearbook committee. She is also a member of the Key Club, Clone Club, and Student Government Association. Miss Lloyd attends Grace Baptist Church in Elizabethton and plans on continuing her education in criminal justice when she graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Carly Lloyd.
Good evening. We would like to welcome the Science Hill Hilltoppers, along with students, parents, and fans, to Citizens Bank Stadium, home of the Elizabethton Cyclones and the Betsy Band. Please stand and join me in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, I come to you tonight to thank you for allowing the opportunity to be here supporting our teams. Thank you for all your many blessings and the mercy you bestow upon us. Dear God, I ask that you be with everyone here tonight, players, coaches, family, and friends, and keep them safe as we depart from here. Help us keep our focus on you, and remember, without you, we are nothing. You have blessed us in so many ways that we could never thank you enough. We pray all these things in your mighty name. Amen.
We pray in Elizabethan.
Now please remain standing and join me in singing the national anthem. The national anthem will be performed by the Advanced Ensemble under the direction of the lavishing Miss Debbie Gooch.
A little fireworks going off here as well. We're getting ready for the kickoff and coin toss coming up. We'll check in with Cannon Dental and Cannon Furniture coming up here in just a second. Coach, keys to this football game tonight. Cyclones and the Hilltoppers, the Railroad Rumble number 2. What's the key, sir?
I think the first key is contain Schwartz, the quarterback for Science Hill. That's number one. If we can keep him less than 4 yards, it's going to be a good night for that defense, and it's going to give that offense time to adjust to the decisions that have to be made tonight. Turnover margin, man, that's going to be a good one. You've got 2 young football teams out here don't have a whole lot of experience. You know, that ball's going to have butter on it in the first quarter, so you better hang on to that thing and do not turn the ball over and try to force turnovers on the other side. Really go for the football. Last thing, we got to figure out this quarterback situation and how that's going to work. You know, Coach Witten, he's probably made a lot of decisions this week. He's ready to execute that plan, but he's still got a lot of decisions to go. So, you know, like I said, it's going to be interesting to see, and everybody's going to be watching every time of who's coming on the football field. It includes the team, you know, how's the look going to be and what are we going to do? But we got to deal with that situation and at the same time compete with the tough Science Hill Football Club.
Teddy Orton will be out there along with Dalton Mitchell, Nate Stevens, and Cade Russell for the coin toss for the Cyclones on the near sideline in all black, white trimmed numbers with orange trimmed out in white, I should say. Tomorrow, Junior Cyclones. We'll be doing the Junior Cyclones 3, 4:30, and 6. The Orange Grass Cutters, just went totally blank who the coach was. Brian Jenkins. And then we've got Scotty Baker's team and Sean Witten's teams tomorrow. So we got the Grass Cutters Orange, and the Junior Pee-wees. Both of those, we'll stream those tomorrow here at the stadium. And then on Monday, we'll see the JV against Science Hill. We'll get a chance to see Red Slagle and all the new JV football players. So yesterday we did T.A. Duggar. They romped over Daniel Boone 42-14. Aldo Cordell was our player of the game. Poor Travis Deli player of the game. 42-14 varsity. JV won 36-6. We put 78 points up on Daniel Boone. We're now 2-0 in the season for Brock Pittman's ball club. So it was a great night to be a Cyclone at Dave Ryder Field. Tonight here, then tomorrow we got as we said, the Junior Cyclones here at the stadium. And then coming up again on Monday, we got the JV game against Science Hill. Coach, we don't lose here often. We haven't lost here 5 times since this field has been opened and built. And so when you come into what they now call the bank, it's a tough place for the opponents to come in, a tough place for them to win.
Apparently it's absolutely miserable. You know, like it doesn't bode well for anybody. And obviously it speaks a lot to the team. but the environment that gets created here, you know, the band coming in, I mean, as a high school kid, this is intimidating to look across and to see literally there is not metal. I mean, it is nothing but black and orange, and it is rowdy and it is loud. I mean, if you've been out on that field during any of the games, it's very loud down there, especially for a high school kid, and you've got the band blaring at your back. It's a tough place to play football. The lighting's different. There's a lot of sunshine here in everybody's face, so it's a tough place to play for sure, and really what makes it tough, though, again, are these Cyclones.
97th meeting between the two. We've won the last 4. Sean Whitten, 148 wins, 43 defeats. And Stacy Carter, 153 wins and 62 defeats. So combined, these two coaches at 301, so they know what they're doing. These guys have been very successful. Of course, we have 2 gold footballs in our trophy case and a silver football showing we're state runner-up. So 2 states and a state runner-up ain't too shabby. We'll take that. And so, Coach, going down on the field now, got a couple of folks in the military. What's going on with this?
Looks like we got honorary captains tonight from the Tennessee Army National Guard, so that's a really neat touch. And, again, we can't recognize our military enough, the things that these people do for us to protect us, to keep this way of life, to keep Friday Night Lights real, man. Like, it takes a lot. I think a lot of folks we just kind of take for granted. We just roll in here. If you've lived in another country, if you've been to another place, and you know that something like this is really special, to be able to have the wealth, to have the peace, to have the prosperity, to be able to do things like this. So very thankful for our nation's military.
Ben O'Daniel, 48, also out there. Matthew Marsh, number 9 for Science Hill. We got 2 more. Let's see, we got 63. Elijah Seals, I think. Or maybe it's Kellen Hensley. It's Kellen Hensley, the senior, who was a Cyclone, who transferred to Science Hill. And 1 more, can't catch him. Coin toss, let's see. Elizabethan wins the toss. Do we take it or do we defer? Let's see what Sean Whitten, we call him HBC, the head ball coach. What's he want to do? We're going to work from the scoreboard into the stadium. We will take the kickoff. We're getting ready to go. Be right back after this from Cannon Dental. Kickoff next. You're watching Elizabethan Cyclone football.
So I'm Dr. Beth Cannon of Cannon Family Dental. We do a little bit of everything, cosmetic dentistry, general dentistry. We see all ages of patients. I like that patients are comfortable with bringing their family here. With smaller children, they're some of my favorite patients to see. We always try to make that first visit super happy, where they get to come in, sit in the chair, see how they get pictures of their teeth and get their teeth brushed with a little silly brush. There's multiple families that have been with me since the beginning, and their kids were, you know, my kids' age, like 7, 8 years old, and now they're grown up driving. They drive to their own appointments and make their own appointments, which is wonderful, and getting to see the kids and grow up with them. It's great to be a part of that. So if any of you are looking for a new dentist, we would love to have you join our family. Definitely give us a call if you'd like to come in.
We're about to get this 2022 party started. Thank you for being with us wherever you may be. Going back deep with the Cyclones will be Nate Stevens, also back deep. You know what I need? The one thing I need I don't have, down in my satchel, my glasses. Oh, boy. Hello again to the Simmerleys down in Murfreesboro.
First drive is going to tell a lot about this football game. If I'm Science Hill, I'm really trying to dial some stuff up. I'm sending everything I've got because I got to figure out this situation too. You know, the starting quarterback was pretty much a mystery till about 2 minutes ago when we saw Jariah warming up down there for a lot of folks. So if you're Science Hill, you got to find something, figure out how this is going to go. Really, like I said, hold on this football, this first drive. Let's get a few plays in, get the nerves out, play nice conservative football.
Science Hill to kick it away, get this party started. Here it goes. It's a short end over end kick. They'll kick it away, taking it at the 31-yard line. It'll be wrapped up Cam Baker at the 31, and that'll be a tackle maybe 24, Science Hill. That'll be Trevor Whitson. And so this new look offense, Bryson Rollins gone. Jake Roberts gone. Connor Johnson, 55 starts at right tackle, a school record gone. But we got a bunch of kids ready to rock and roll, and here we come. 1st and 10, we'll start at our own 31-yard line. Cyclones, Teddy Orton come out here to the near side. Your Jariah Griffin, the sophomore. Big shoes to fill here with Bryson Rollins and Carter Everett, the kid before him. On the keeper, turns the corner. Jariah Griffin cuts up inside. It's going to be hammered and dropped to the 31-yard line. Tackle made by, let's see, call out the name of number 6. Have to make the stop. That'll be Baylor Necessary, the sophomore for Science Hill. Collide on a sweep and drops him for a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 at the 32. Clock starting, then the game just got started. So actually no gain, but they did get 1 yard on the play. Griffin looking at the sideline from instructions for Sean Whitten. Jariah Griffin, extremely quick. Bubble screen out in the flat, caught. He's at the 35, breaks a tackle to the 36-yard line. Nothing fancy, just a little basic football. I think Nate make that catch, and he does. Nate Stevens out over the 35 to the 36-yard line. Secondary led by 22 of Science Hill. Stephen Famoyan, the sophomore. These two are young football teams. A lot of sophomores and juniors. It brings up a third down, a very manageable, Coach, 4 or 5 yards at this point?
Looks a little more like 6.
Like 6. All right, 3rd and 6, 2 to the near side, the wide side. Jariah Griffin. First series of the 2022 season. It's a growing up for all these kids out there. Jariah, long count. Griffin rolls this way. Bubble screen caught. Teddy Orton tries to get outside. He will. A double C Western Supply first down to the sideline. 40, 35. He's knocked out of bounds to the 35-yard line. Bubble screen Griffin to Teddy Orton. He sets sail down the near sideline. Great spring block, but Dalton Mitchell gets it down the near sideline. A double C Western Supply first down for the Cyclones. Coach down at the Science Hill 34-yard line.
Like we said, super athletic defense. I really thought that they would bring the house just like they are. But here's the thing, man. When you bring the house and you miss, you're prone to a big play. So we get a big play right there off a couple of missed tackles. Really good job by Teddy Orton. I like what Coach Whitten's doing, throwing it around a little bit because you can see them pressure in the run.
30-yard pass play, 1st and 10 Cyclones, 34-yard line. Griffin, bubble screen again, far side, caught Nate. Nate turns the corner. He'll down to the far side onto the 30, and he's hog-tied out of bounds to the 28-yard line. Nice blocking in with the orange shoe, Dalton Mitchell. Ran out of bounds over there defensively by Matthew Marsh for Science Hill. Inside the 30, down to the 28-yard line. Clock, 10 minutes to go in the first period, no score. Opening drive of the season. Russell, your single setback, but Jariah Griffin opening up the offense, as Coach alluded to, by throwing the ball out in the flat here on these bubble screens. Griffin, far hash mark from the 28-yard line. Griffin looking at that 4-man, now 5-man front by Science Hill. Jariah checking off 10 on the play clock. Griffin, long count. Jariah will take that snap out of the gun. Hands off to Cade. Cade up the middle. He's got a hole. He's at the 30, 25. He's at the 20. He barrels his way down to the 18-yard line. Nice run by Cade. Nearly 10 yards for a double C Western Supply. First down for all the Chacos. Men and women are on sale 50% off right now. First down, Coach. 19-yard line. The Cyclones are pushing it down the field.
Very interesting. You're really seeing Science Hill is playing run first. And they look really confused right now. Now these linebackers really don't understand, should I come up, should I go back? Because we're burning them with those outside passes, and, man, they're having a hard time with the run now as well.
1st and 10, 19-yard line. Jariah keeps it, tries to get outside. He'll turn the corner. He'll get to the 15. He'll angle to the near sideline and run out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Picks up 7. Griffin, his father ran track at LSU. He's in the stands tonight. His father ran track at LSU. He was the 110 champion back in the day in the NCAA track and field championship. So it's in his blood to be able to run the football, and he did it. Picks up about, call it 8. 2nd and 2 Cyclones on the Griffin keeper and pushing them right down the field. The Hogs up front, led by big Sam Bowers there in the middle. Also big 79 right beside him, Josh Hayes, the junior. There's some meat on the hook for the Cyclones. We've been in the weight room, you can tell it. On the keeper, Griffin. He'll go to the 10, and he'll be smothered there. Nice tackle by 68 for Science Hill. Call out the name of Camille Redford, the senior. Dropped him, but see, maybe pause the real estate coach. Let's see. 9:16 to go, first quarter, no score. Cyclones in the red zone, knocking on the door. Our field goal kicker is Mason Williams. And he is in his territory, certainly. He can kick the fire out of it, but we'd like to have 6, but we'll take 3. 3rd down. Cyclones. Griffin, and a busted play in the first flag of the season. It may be a legal procedure on us. We may have jumped, I think.
Illegal shift, maybe?
Let's see what they call here. Illegal shift or illegal, let's see, illegal procedure. Yep, we jumped. False start, takes it back out to about the, Coach, 16-yard line? Yep.
Yeah, looking like a 16-yard line. This is a really interesting position to be in right here because you really condense that field. If you'll watch their deep safety, he's rocking down, playing the run as well. You've got something open down the field. But, again, with this quarterback question, is that what he wants to do right here?
3rd and 7 from the 16-yard line. No score first quarter. Science Hill defending. Cyclones knocking on the door. Jariah goes for the home run ball. Single coverage out there and overthrew him. Caught it, but he was out of bounds.
Man.
Nate Stevens laid it right over the shoulder. Great throw by Griffin. The defender got beat, and Nate caught it, but it was too far out of bounds. And so that brings in who? Let's see if they're going to bring in the field goal kicker, and they will. Caleb Campbell, I think, is going to give it a shot. So Campbell holding the football, number 17 will be Justin Whitehead. Holding it will be a 32-yard field goal for Caleb Campbell. Whitehead wants the snap. Ball down. It's up. It's long enough. It is not there. Hook to the left. Missed field goal, and Science Hill dodges the bullet, Coach.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, that was a very good drive, and that throw, beautiful throw, just about a yard too long and took him out of bounds. And I like to see that we're reading the defense. We see those safeties rock up. We try to go down the field just like we talked about. The good play calling by Coach Witten. Nice conservative throws here and there. Got a lot of confidence. And again, even though that throw went out of bounds, that's a big confidence builder. And really, I know we didn't get points, but that felt like a win right there in that drive. I like that a lot.
Let's say hello to some folks right now. Hello to Eddie Lips. You're welcome. Michael. Take my glasses off so I can read it. Kim Saylor, thank you. Jackie and Sam Johnson. Go Betsy Band. Danny Blevins, thank you. Lisa Broom, thank you. Dickie Clark. Cindy Foley. Olivia Shaffey. Michael Moore. Who else we got down here doing some live saying hellos? Bernice. Joanne Gray. Hard to hear, Coach, but you're loud and clear, Tom. Okay. Crank you up a little bit. David White. Teresa Chambers. Thank you all so much. Cassie Fowler producing, directing, Kevin Harmon on stats, and we're bringing it to you. So, an impressive drive. Came up short, but again, we got a bunch of young kids out there. I thought Jariah controlled that very nicely as a quarterback for us.
Well, we talked about turnovers. There's no turnover. We flipped the field. We started with the ball on the 35. They're going to start with it on the 20. So, 15-yard gain on field position right there. I like that a lot. We really confused the defense. I tell you what, that was not a look a lot of us were expecting. We threw the ball around an awful lot. And, man, it looked good. He's on target, got a couple of good runs. Cade looked good. Let's get this defense, though, and keep this quarterback pinned up.
1st and 10, 20-yard line. Science Hill's first drive of the game coming this way in a sweep, and he's going to be brought down to the 20. Flags fly. Looks like they jumped offside. I think they started too soon. See what the line judge says. They put a man in motion for the jet sweep, which is pretty synonymous with Science Hill offense. And let's see. It's going, illegal procedure, Science Hill, a 5-yard penalty. It puts them back to the 15, replay the down. 1st and 15.
Talked a lot about turnover war. You can talk about that penalty war, too. That's a tough spot to be in. You're back right there to that Betsy Band, and, buddy, they're loud.
So, 1st and 15. Cyclones, scoreless first quarter at the 8:35 mark. Handoff up the middle to the 20, about 5, and that's about all. Cyclones swarm him, carrying the football. Who toted it? Number 1, he's a load. That's Micah Dukes. And he got it back to the 20-yard line. Tackle made by the interior part of the defense. 63 and 67 got him. Call out Eli Guest, 63, and Landon Hughes, 67. Picks up 5. Clock, 8:13 to go. First quarter, no score. Back to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 now from the 20. Swartz with a single setback. An interesting formation. Puts a man in motion. Swartz to carry it. Swartz to run and dropped at the 20-yard line, and a flag flies. At the 20, he got dropped. Great pursuit by 63 for the Cyclones. Eli Guest, the junior. Flag on the play again. It may be a legal procedure again. Nope. Holding against Science Hill. Holding Hilltoppers. It's a big break, Coach.
Yeah, it's a huge break. And, again, keeping their back to that band is really good for us. And I tell you, this defense flying to the football like that, offensive line for Science Hill is absolutely huge. They're very talented. You got talented running backs, but again, keeping them pent up. We're seeing a lot of good contained from those defensive ends, turning these things back under and letting these linebackers mop it up.
So the penalties decline, but the Cyclones.
So third
down and 10 from the 20. 7:59 in the first quarter, no score. Cyclones showing the 4-man defensive front, actually a 5-man now with Nate creeping up on the outside. Jason Swartz, your QB. Puts a man in motion. Hands it to him on the jet sweep. Turns the corners. Got some running room to the 30. Dodges the tackle. Stays on his feet to the 40. Still on his feet. Breaks another tackle and brings it across midfield and all the way down into the Cyclone territory to the 49-yard line. Picks up about 30 on the play. Running the football, number 5, Tyler Moon, the senior. Put him in motion, and he did the rest. Nice run by Moon. And the Cyclones get fooled and it's down to the 49-yard line, first down.
Super dangerous outside the tackles, Tom, when any of these guys get their hands on that football like that.
1st and 10, 49-yard line. Science Hill in Cyclone territory for the first time. Hand off to Dukes. Dukes up the middle, and he'll barrel his way to the 45, down to about the 43. Picks up about 6 on the play. Tackle made by Mason Ball, number 82. Also Eli Williams, number 16, the Mike linebacker. Puts it at the 43-yard line. 7:13 to go in the period. Science Hill on the move here after the missed field goal by the Cyclones. Hands off again to Dukes. Dukes big hole right side of the 40, and he'll barrel his way to about the 35-yard line and stood up that time. Cyclones took 2 or 3 to bring him down. He's a load, Coach. Mason Ball stayed home and made that tackle, number 82 for the Cyclones.
Yeah, the offensive line doing a really good job. Again, they're really focusing on keeping that container. 5 and 7 techniques are getting up the field a little bit, and they're doing a good job of just kind of running under and taking them what we give them.
Dukes is 5'9" and 190. He's a load. 1st and 10. Handoff. Another man coming through. Big hole, and he'll work it down inside the 30, down to about the 25, 26-yard line, getting big chunks of real estate. That time running the football for Science Hill, number 23. That would be Javen Chester. And that time it was a tackle made there by the Cyclones. Wesley Shankles in on the play. 2nd and 1 from the 27. Handoff, Chester. Ankle tackle in the backfield, dropped him. Great pursuit by the Cyclones. Get back there and get that one. Who got him, Coach? Let's see. Turn around. Should be 55 for the Cyclones. Call out the name of J.C. Andes, the sophomore, making the stop. Good job of J.C. Brings up a 3rd down, 6-minute mark, 1st quarter, no score.
Boy, big football play right here, 3rd and 2. We can hold them up right here just like they did us. That's a really good look for this defense.
3rd down and 2 from the 28-yard line. Bow up defense here. Swartz to keep it. Tries to get outside, cuts back up inside. Stood up. He's not going to get it. Cyclone stuffing. Swartz had an outside lane and cut back up inside, and they slammed the door on him. Great pursuit by the Cyclones, led by 44, Ben Adams.
Ooh, friendly spot.
Adams makes the stop. Adams, a sophomore, again, a young football team out here.
Friendly spot right there.
It was a friendly spot. He didn't get that. That was, sirs, you missed that one. That was not a 1st down. But it is 25-yard line, 1st and 10. 5:39 to go in the 1st quarter. Swartz, come back this way. Cuts back up inside and got him a block in the back. Flags fly. Handoff, came back on the counter play, and they stayed at home. Nice job. Who got that, Coach? Turn around. It looks like Nate Stevens was the man who got and Dalton Mitchell.
Dalton Mitchell came. Well, they did a great job because our defensive end got turned around, and then he got nailed in the back. Not sure why that kid threw that block, but he pretty much had free real estate. But those two guys did a good job staying home, really collapsing down on that backside, turning him back in, wrapping him up. But that penalty is going to negate every bit of it, and that's a big, big, big penalty.
Big penalty indeed. They'll take him back out of the 40, 41-yard line. Clock, 5:29 to go in the period. No score. So it brings up a 1st and 20 for Science Hill on the Cyclone 41-yard line. Big play on the hold there. Swartz has 3 to the far side, the wide side of the field. Jason. And we jumped offside on the cadence. So they get a 5-yard gift. Adams jumped off inadvertently. Of course, he didn't mean to, but he did nonetheless.
Well, his 1st quarter has been everything we expected. Been a little sloppy, a lot of running, a little bit of throwing, slobber knocking Elizabeth and Johnson City football. I love it.
So it's a 1st and 15 now. 36-yard line. Swartz. Play action. Nope, keeps himself on the run, in trouble. He hemmed in. He's going to get smothered and dropped for a loss of the 41-yard line.
Great play, Wesley Shankles.
Wesley Shankles dropped the hammer on him. That's a baseballer. Shankles drops him back to the 41-yard line. Loss of the play. TFL, tackle for loss for Wesley Shankles, our linebacker, to the 41-yard line. Clock 5:06 to go in the 1st quarter, no score.
This defense is doing a really good job of turning him back in and just playing outside-in football. And we talked about that in the pregame. We've got to keep these guys inside. We've already seen what happens when they get outside. We turn them back in. Lots of good help back there in the middle.
4:55 to go in the period, no score. 1st quarter, Swartz on a 2nd and 25. Hands off to Dukes up the middle. He's a load. He'll spin his way and get hammered. Oh, man. He got the wood put to him on that one. He stays on his feet to his credit and gets it down to the 30-yard line. He got popped. Trying to see who got him. Looked like
Russell nailed him.
Cade. Yeah, Cade popped him pretty good, but he spun off of Cade. To his credit, got to the 31-yard line. Picks up 10. Also Hughes in on the play for the Cyclones, but Cade Russell popped him. Third down now. Third and long for Science Hill. 4:17 to go in the period, no score. 3 to the near side, the wide side. We show 4-man defensive front. Schwartz out of the gun. Schwartz, 3-step drop. Jason wants to throw over the middle. Intercepted! Thrown right to him, pick! We got the INT! It's Cam Baker! Interception, Cyclones, we stop the drive. Baker picked it out of the sky. At the 4:03 mark, drive stops Schwartz's first pass of the night. Cam Baker with an INT, Coach.
Well, I tell you, Science Hill, I don't really understand why they switched gears. They were going double tight with 2 receivers, really running the football well, and they get down here and they get that big penalty, and they really tried to become somebody they're not with running, triple receivers, throwing it around, trying to do little run play, little cross bucks and things like that. It just didn't work really well. It's a really good job by the Cyclone defense to force them into being somebody they're not and taking advantage of it and getting the interception right there with good field position.
32-yard line, no score, 4:03 to go. We intercept the football. Cam Baker with our first defensive turnover of the season. Jari out of the gun. He'll run the option. He'll turn the corner. Jari gets up inside, spins, and is brought down at about the 32-33. Good tackle there. Turnaround, youngins. I'll give you props. Number 9 for Science Hill, Matthew Marsh, the junior linebacker, got him.
Those Science Hill linebackers are incredibly talented. They're not real big, but, man, they really fly to the football. I like to look at those kids.
Yes, they do. 3:49 to go in the period. Pickup of 1. 2nd and 9 from the 33-yard line. No score in the first quarter. Cyclones and Science Hill. And a big crowd here. I just noticed looking up, it's filled up. It's standing room only over there underneath the scoreboard. They got them up on the bank over there. They sold tickets on the bank in the blankets.
Yeah. This might be the biggest crowd I've seen in this place.
It is huge in here, folks. Being treated to a good football game. Cyclones.
So I got a play clock malfunction, Tom.
Yep. Play clock.
This one on the left is not working. The one on the right is working.
Yeah. So Jariah Griffin. And running his ball club again as a sophomore in the first game. The biggest crowd, the biggest game in Northeast Tennessee. Yeah. Doing pretty good.
Yeah, we brought him in real young last year in the baseball team, and he just hit the ground running and really ground through some tough ABs and some tough times. And it reminds me that we did the same thing with Bryson Rollins. Bryson Rollins came in and started shortstop as a freshman, and that's something to be said for playing these multiple sports to get you out under the lights of different things and different places makes you a confident kid. And you can tell Jari, but he looks really comfortable out there. I'm really proud of him going out there and standing in the pocket like he has. Took a couple hits, haven't been able to run like he has, but him being able to throw the football has been a really good look for the Cyclone offense.
Let's talk about Russ Swaney Real Estate. They got an auction going on right now. Go to SwaneyProperties.com. Swaney, S-W-A-N-A-Y, SwaneyProperties.com. Again, it's a great personal property auction. Goes until Tuesday at 6 o'clock. He told me how many. It's like 200 or 300 lots in this auction. They start out $1 bid each. And, of course, they went up because it started last Sunday. But it's going on to this coming Tuesday. Home furnishing items, decorative items, shelving, baker's rack, collectibles, decorative pillows, lamps, Kenmore dryer, and ottoman, antique, vintage, and newer items. Go to SwaneyProperties.com and check it out. Russ Swaney, David Collins, Russ Swaney Real Estate, picked up 2 new agents, Ashley Eastridge and Jacob Force, now selling real estate for David Collins and Russ Swaney Real Estate. No score. 3:49 to go in the first quarter. It's a media timeout. Coach, good start here. Great weather. You couldn't ask for a better Friday night for football.
No, we're usually really hurting about this time right now. Me and you are chugging water, and this little box up here can get really hot, but it feels like mid-October tonight, so this is good for these kids, man. You don't want weather to really play a factor in what goes on in the game, but hadn't seen a cramp yet. I'd say that's coming, though. It's still pretty humid. It's going to make these guys burn through quick.
Hello to Teresa Chambers, Sherry Todd, Daniel Hillard, Lynn McDowell. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate it very, very much. Jariah, bubble screen near side, caught Dalton Mitchell. Dalton will spin his way up to about the 33, 34-yard line. Hello, Don Monk. Hello, Janet Hill. Hello, Mike Hedrick. Thank you, sir, in Northern Virginia. Thanks, camera folks. There you go. Great camera work. That's our buddy, Cassie Fowler. That'd be Steven's Goyle. Steven's our IT guy. I'm blessed to have these two helping me, I can tell you that. 3rd and 9 from the 33-yard line. 3:13 to go in the period, no score. Jariah Griffin and a full house here, folks. It's SRO standing room only at Citizens Bank Stadium in Elizabeth. We've only lost here 5 times when we opened this stadium. Jariah, long count. Bubble screen again, and it's picked off, and it's intercepted. He timed it perfectly, and 22 stepped in the passing lane, and Stephen Formoyan intercepts it right back for Science Hill to 2:56 mark.
Yeah, you could see they're keying on those bubble screens, and he was a little bit off the mark there. Receiver got interrupted, and then next thing you know, it's going right into a white jersey.
2:56 to go in the first quarter. Science Hill on the turnover. Picks it up and starts at the 27-yard line. We'll defend now. Swartz back there behind him is Chester, the running back. Swartz checking off at the line of scrimmage. He's got Chester. He'll get the handoff. He'll crack it to the 25 and down to about the 21-yard line. Picks up 5 or 6 right up the gut. Tackle made by Eli Williams, and also in on the play, going to call out the number of Eli Guess. 2nd and 4 from the 21-yard line. Swartz hands off. Chester will cook off left side. Up end, a nice job that time. On the up end by the Mike linebacker, Eli Williams dropped him at about the 16-yard line. 2:29 to go. Clock there, first quarter, no score. 3rd down now for Science Hill. Nice job by Williams to stop him. He advances the football 5 yards. It brings up a 1st and 10 now. Science Hill gets the first down to the 16-yard line with 4 more downs to work it. 2:15 to go in the period. They're on the scoreboard into the stadium. Science Hill in the red zone. From the 16, Swartz with Chester right there. He'll give it off to Chester. He'll kick it up from the 15 down to about the 10-yard line. Working off right side. Cade Russell got a hand on him, slow him down. He got help back there. And Williams again in on the stop for the Cyclones, but Cade Russell got a hand on him, tripped him up. 1:48 to go. 2nd and goal from the 2nd and 4, should say. Swartz keeps it himself. He'll go to the 5 and brought down. Great tackle. East to west. He wouldn't let him advance the football. Cam Baker making that stop for the Cyclones. Baker stops him at the 5-yard line.
Science Hill offensive line is just doing a really good job right now. I'm watching them, just getting some really good play calls, and they're doing a good job of executing and creating holes. It doesn't have to be there long with these running backs, Tom.
First and goal from the 6-yard line. Hand off. Nope, Swartz keeps it himself. He's in for a touchdown. Swartz will keep it. Jason Swartz at the 1:21 mark in the period hits pay dirt on a 6-yard run, and Science Hill takes the first lead of the ball game. Hilltoppers lead at 6-0. And a well-executed drive by Science Hill after the interception. Didn't take long. They mixed it up and hits pay dirt. First touchdown of the season for the Hilltoppers, obviously. And so point after will be on for, who is that, Coach? 83?
Yes.
Max Turan, Turan, the kicker. Turan, I'm going to go Turan. Duran with a T. And he'll kick it long and deep and good. 7-0 Science Hill, first quarter. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football. Folks in Port Travis Deli, it's football time in Tennessee, as the late John Ward said. So Friday night, going to the ball game, come by and get your sandwiches. Tell us how you can help us.
Hey, just give us a call, 543-6128, and tell us what you like. White dark bread. We've got ham, turkey, roast beef, corned beef, pastrami. Make a good steak sandwich. You want some chicken salad. Some pickles and eggs, if you just want a snack. Some people just like to snack at the ball game, don't really want to eat a big meal. We can take care of that for you. We got chips and drinks if you want to pack your cooler or whatever. Got anything you need.
Yep, 543-6128 is what you call, or the number you call, and he'll have it ready for you. So if you're heading to the game, how much time should we allow you to get them ready?
Usually about 10 to 15 minutes is a pretty good time.
Yep, 10 or 15 minutes.
10 or 15 minutes, we'll take care of you.
Yep, ready to go. 543-6128. Again, it will be an excellent opportunity to come by and get some great food.
Yep, love to serve you.
Love to serve you, absolutely. How do you find us on social media?
We got a Facebook page. You can look us up there, leave us some feedback, give us a like.
Yep. Friday night football, Saturday football, whenever you need sandwiches, here's the place to come. Port Travis Deli at 543-6128, one of our great sponsors here on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Big thanks to Don Monk and Pat Proud and Dave McDaniel, Susanna Dollar, Shannon Shepard. Thank you all for watching. 7-0 Cyclones. Trailing Science Hill to kick it to us, Coach. And Science Hill took it down the field. Their offensive line was fairly, I don't know if it's dominant, but they pushed us around a little bit on that drive.
Well, these running backs are hitting the hole so fast, it's really just getting away for a second. And with that short of a field, they can stay right where they want to be, comfortable running those 4 or 5 yard plays. And giving them a short field like that, that's not a good recipe. So let's see this offense get back on the horse right here. We need to answer back with some points.
Here's end over end kick taken at about the 15-yard line. Fumbled the ball. He's going to have to stay down to smother it, and it'll be at about the 18-yard line.
Goodness.
That one knuckleballed and hit him and got away from him, but he alertly recovered the ball, and we take over. Who was that, by the way? 19, Teddy Orton?
Yeah, it was either Teddy or Dalton. I couldn't really tell if it was
Dalton's got
19
the orange shoes on. I know Dalton, so that's how I know him. He's got the
That's
orange.
good intel.
Yeah.
See, that's experience. That's experience that I need from you. I appreciate your mentorship.
I'm just dumb enough to look and say, that guy 18's got orange shoes on, nobody else does. Ain't no intel about it, it's just common sense. But thank you. That's good. So, 1st and 10. Coming out, handoff, Cade. He'll get to the 20 and about to the 23, 24-yard line.
Got a
flag on the play at the 19-yard line is where it started. I'm going to assume it's against us. Let's see, 7-0 Science Hill first quarter. Holding, yep, against us. What a thought.
And we talked about turnovers and penalties. You got to keep those to a minimum. Right now, it's kind of biting us. Need to clean it up right here and get a couple of first downs and at least get out from our end of the field.
Now that the sun is setting here, you can really see how big this crowd is down around the scoreboard. Goodness gracious.
That's crazy. I've not seen it like that.
I'm not either.
That's awesome.
Up on the bank. They sold tickets on the bank at Citizens Bank Stadium. 1:09 to go in the first quarter. 7-0 penalty against us. Puts it back to the 10-yard line. It's a biggie. It's a holding call. So replay the down. 1st and 19 from the 10-yard line. Trailing 7-0 first quarter. Jariah Griffin. Caleb Holzer back to now, the running back, number 27. He's got some wheels. Jariah will keep it. Jariah brings it up the field. Jariah gets outside. He'll go to the 20 and about the 21-yard line. Picks up 11. Nice tackle by 51 for Science Hill. Call out the name of Bryson Hill, the junior. Hill makes a tackle on Griffin. Griffin, nothing fancy, Coach. Just with that speed, got a little bit of breathing room. Picked up 10 on the play.
Absolutely makes for a really manageable 2nd and 7 right here compared to where we were. So Jariah does a good job of getting on the edge right there. If we can get him on the edge, Tom, he's really effective out there. I'd love to see more of that.
Jariah's one of your baseballers, and he can do it. 2nd and 8, 21-yard line. 20 seconds to go in the period. We trail 7-0. Griffin hands off to Cade. Russell tries to get outside, and they're waiting on him and bring him down to the 20. Maybe a loss on the play. They rode him down, got him actually from behind.
Yeah, they're clearly showing they're going to make us do one of two things: run the ball the interior or throw the ball down the field. And so they've done their film study, and they know that that's going to be a hard thing for us right now. So they're going to make us do it. I'm saying Coach Witten's seeing it, that there's a lot of open green down here down the field.
First quarter's in the books. We'll take a break, come right back. We've played 1, Science Hill 7, Cyclones nothing. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken. Literally, the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A market salad is that the chicken is super juicy and the apples can be a little tangy, also a little sweet as well. So there's just a ton of different flavors. It's just so good.
Big thank you to Eddie Joe Eggers in North Carolina. Mike Hedrick, thank you, sir. Great play-by-play. Thank you, sir. Michaela Woodby, Let's Go Cyclones. Joseph Dollar, Sherry Todd, thank you all for watching and listening to the broadcast. We trail 7-0 to start the second quarter. Coach, what's your assessment of the first quarter? for these two football teams, starting with the Cyclones.
You know, the one turnover got you, but other than that, the defense have done a good job. Like I said, keeping those guys contained, trying to keep them inside. Got a little chewed up there at the end. Offense, we've not seen a whole lot of the offense. We had the one good drive. Of course, like I said, the turnover's big. You know, I can't lie to you, that turnover's big. But really, that's something that can be pretty easily fixed, you know. And I think a little bit of it right here is to go down the field so that they can't jump those bubble screens, because that's a big weapon of ours. So I'd like to see Coach Whitten maybe go down the field right here, especially with 3rd and 9. But stuck in our end of the field, so field position starts to play an issue again.
Campbell misses the field goal from 32. Cam Baker picked off Swartz, and they came back. Famoyan picked off Jariah Griffin, and then Swartz took it in from 6 yards out of the 121 mark in the period. Turin's point after, and that's where we got it to start the second quarter. 7-0. Science Hill here in the Railroad Rumble Part 2. From the 20-yard line, Elizabethton Cyclone football. So Jariah Griffin out of the gun from the 20-yard line. Griffin on the keeper. Jariah tries to get outside. He'll cut up and get a little running room to the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Goodness.
And a flag at the end of the play. 21 and also 8 making the tackle. Number 8 was Derek Smith. Number 21 for Science Hill, Zeph Fegyak. F-E-G-Y-A-K. Fegyak making the stop.
It was a 20-yard throw on that penalty. He threw that
face mask against the Cyclones.
Goodness.
So another penalty for Elizabethton. They're adding up here in the first half. Personal foul, face mask, Elizabethton. Declined by Science Hill. So that brings up a 11:54 mark in the first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll be joined by Dr. John Minton. Got a brand new sponsor at halftime.
It's 4th down.
Yep.
They declined the penalties.
They declined it.
At a 4th and 4.
Yep. Mason Williams back to punt it now. Mason Williams will do it. Williams, the senior for the Cyclones, he'll stand at his 13-yard line. He can boom him. He's our goalie on the soccer team. And he has it blocked. And it's picked up Science Hill, and it's a loose football. Who gets it? It will be Science Hill recovering it on the block. Number 8 got it, got a piece of it, Derek Smith, and it's a block punt, and Science Hill's got the football.
So once again, looking at a short field here, this defense is going to make an adjustment quick and really try to stop this interior run to keep them from doing what they did last time. It's pretty much a rerun, I think, about the same field position in it, Tom.
Yep. They'll start about the 27-yard line. 7-0 Science Hill first half. They got the ball in the block punt. Swartz hands off to Dukes. Dukes will be stood up. Nice hit right there. Bounced off of Williams. Stays on his feet. That tells you how tough this kid is. Down to the 20, down to the 18-yard line. Williams hit him straight up, and he bounced off him. Takes it down to the, actually, 19-yard line where they finally get him. Who comes up off the pile last? Looks like Nate Stevens, the man, and finally got him. But Dukes powers it out inside to about the 18-yard line. Picks up 9 on the play.
Yeah, that's a young man. This is one guy with a big hit's not going to take him down. It's going to take 2 or 3 there to wrap him up.
Swartz hands off to Dukes again. He'll wrap it up. Looking for running room. This time he gets pummeled. Who got him? It looks like 33 makes the hit for the Cyclones. Call out the name of Markel Chappelle, the junior. Helmet for helmet, and Markel won that battle. Great hit by Chappelle down to the 16-yard line. Brings up a first down. Yeah, first down for Science Hill at the 16-yard line. Clock at 10:37 to go to halftime. We trail 7-0. Swartz on the keeper. Swartz up the middle. Swartz is going to be tackled from behind. Nice job. Call out the name of turnaround youngins. We'll give you props. Eli Williams, number 16, that Mike linebacker, he's everywhere. Not like Deuce Norton quite, but he ain't bad. He ain't too far from him.
Yeah, he's done a good job tonight. He's had guys all over him all night. He's getting a lot of good push up front, but he's breaking through it to make some pretty good tackles.
2nd and 7 from the 13-yard line. 7-0 Science Hill first half. Knocking on the door again. Swartz, Chester's back there now. He'll get the handoff. Chester will go to the 10, bounce off the 10, stays on his feet to the 5, and gets it to the 5-yard line. Another great chunk of real estate. Picks up 8 more now. Chester And they're just running hard right now. They're running downfield, folks. Use that football terminology, down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, there's
first down.
No contact at the line of scrimmage for those guys right now, and really the first people to hit them are second-line defenders, and that's 5-6 yards down the field, and as a running back, it's easy to get 3 or 4 yards after that with that much of a run and go.
So it brings up a first and goal from the 5-yard line. Science Hill knocking on the door. Schwartz on the handoff to Chester, touchdown Science Hill. Chester from 5 yards out at the 9:27 mark. No flags, touchdown. And Chester takes it in from 5 yards out, and Science Hill jumps out 13-0, Coach.
Yeah, at this point, if you're the offensive coordinator for Science Hill, you're just going to keep calling those plays, especially with those short fields. And hopefully we could not do that again, but really it's I'd say they're probably averaging 7 or 8 yards a carry right now.
Turin for the point after. On the bandstand end of the stadium. It's up, it's into red, and it is 14-0 Science Hill first half. We'll be back. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football. With our buddy Ryan Whitten, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. What's going on right now, Star Fitness?
Oh, we're super excited about the fall season, getting ready to come about us. So we got single memberships for $30 a month. Couple memberships are $50 a month. We got brand new tanning beds in. We got Arsenal strength equipment. We're continuing to add equipment every single month. I think every month since last March, we've added something, whether it's new sign, renovated bathrooms, new weight equipment, new cardio equipment, so Stairmaster. So we're super excited about, elevating our performance here at Star Fitness.
It's growing, isn't it?
Oh, it's growing every single day. We're getting new members every single day. It's so exciting to be here. Again, it's a place for everybody, bodybuilders, athletes, senior citizens, anybody who wants to come to get better yourself, lose weight, gain weight, trim, anything you want to do, we're here for the total person.
Open 7 days a week?
7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 11 p.m., and then Saturday and Sunday, 8 to 8.
Social media, how do we find you?
It's starfitnessetn.com. It's on Facebook, Star Fitness Liz on Instagram, and then you can find us we have our webpage as well.
There you go. It's a habit and place, folks, and we're proud they're one of our sponsors. Again, the good folks at Star Fitness, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Back at Citizens Bank Stadium. Coach, got them do something here now.
Yeah, you need to move the football. Need to at least, if they're going to get the ball back, it's got to be on the other side of the 50, that's for sure. But you really like to see this offense be able to answer back with some points right here.
Well, here's the chance to do it. Here's the kick. Over the shoulder take and dropped and out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Attempted by Bryson Rowland. Couldn't get it. It'll be Cyclone football. 1st and 10 at the market of the 19-yard line. 14-0 Science Hill on a Javen Chester 5-yard run just now, and a Jason Swartz 6-yard run, and Turin's point afters both back at the 14-0 ball game. Clock 9:27 to halftime.
Really like to see one of those grinding Elizabethton drives take about 7 minutes off the clock and put 7 points on the board right here and go into the half 14-7. Be a great thing.
Cyclones out the field to start their offensive set from the 19-yard line. Field position has not been that good so far. First and 10, 19-yard line, 9:27 mark. Empty backfield, Jariah. Bubble screen caught. Dalton Mitchell tries to get outside to the 20 and is going to be brought back to the 18-yard line. They are reading that one perfectly. Tackle made by number 8 for Science Hill, Derek Smith, who got the interception. Second down and loss on the play. Baylor Necessary also making a stop for Science Hill. 9:07 to go. First half, we trail 14-0.
Like I said, they're going to make us go down the field or they're going to make us run it inside the tackles. You can see outside linebackers just absolutely flying to the outside on the first step.
Griffin, empty backfield. Jariah turns the corner. Jariah tries to get outside. Nothing. To the 15. Lose 3 more now. Science Hill playing excellent defense right now. So it's a 15-yard spot now, at the 15-yard line, rather. Famoyan making a stop for Science Hill, so it's 3rd and a boatload. Out to the 29, so it's 3rd and about 15 now. Or 14, I'm sorry, from the 15-yard line. 8:21 to go to halftime. We trail 14-0. Jariah, 3 to the near side, the wide side of the field. Science Hill's 3-man front caused a lot of disruption here defensively. Griffin, bubble screen, caught Cade. Tries to turn up the field. Russell, and to the 19, that's all he gets. Tackle made again by Smith, and also tackle made by number 9, Matthew Marsh. So Bumpus got him first, but again, it was a trio, and Science Hill will force us to punt. Mason Williams had the last one blocked at the 19-yard line.
We're missing a guy.
There's one right there. Here he comes. Williams standing back at his 5. He'll kick it. Twister. Down the field. Takes a cyclone roll across the 50. Will take it all the way down to about the 48-yard line. Not a bad punt on the knuckleball. First and 10. 48-yard line, Science Hill. Clock at 7:09 to go to the first half. Immediate timeout. We'll take a break. We'll be right back for one of our great sponsors, the good folks from Farm Bureau. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football, and now this from Farm Bureau.
Well, hello. Hope you're having a wonderful day and excited to see what God's doing in our church family. As you look behind me, we're excited because finally we got our brand new church sign, and Lord willing, it'll be lit up tonight, and excited to see what that looks like. But we wanted to invite you this Sunday to Friend Day. This is the day we especially think about those that may not have a church home, and we'd love to have you come. Sunday school hour begins at 10, the morning service at 11 o'clock, and then the evening service at 6 o'clock. But you come be a part of it. If you don't have a friend, you can be my friend, and always looking for friends here. And so we've got beautiful parking here and parking there, and you just come to the front door and we'll get you where you need to be. Looking forward to a great day on Sunday. God bless you.
Dukes ran the ball. We were gone, picked up 1 on the play. Tackle made by Wesley Shankles. We're back to action. 2nd and 10, 48-yard line. First half, 14-0. Schwartz, busted play, in trouble. They got him back there. Great response by our defense coach, led by 67 for the Cyclones. Call out the name of Landon Hughes, the junior, got to him first. Nice job, tackle for a loss, and spots the football to 47. A little bit more energized defense right now, sir.
Yeah, going to have to be. You can't go into half down by 3 touchdowns. They've got to come up with a stop right here and make some adjustments, stop that inside run. But here at 3rd and 11, anything's on the table for Science Hill.
47-yard line, clock at 6:14 to halftime. We trail 14-0. 3rd and 11 from their 47 to bring 3 to the wide side of the field. Swartz out of the gun. We show a 4-man front. Let's get in the backfield. Swartz rolls out in the flat. Here they come. He throws out in the flat. Caught. Nope, incomplete. Great coverage for the Cyclone D. Nate Stevens was there. Had he caught that ball, he was going to rock his grill. He did not. Famoyan dropped the football, and it's 4th down. We should get the football back, Coach.
Yeah, we should. Boy, I tell you, that's thinking before that play, if I'm Science Hill, I might just try to get 5 or 6 and go for it. And that's pretty much what they did, but they weren't able to get the 5 or 6. So good job by a secondary right there. Good pressure from up the middle. It's really good to see right there.
They'll punt the football, and we're going to go back deep and get it. Used to saying Jake Roberts, but Jake's at East Tennessee State now, doing very well as a freshman. He'll stand at his 35. Helmet high snap on the running kick, and it is not a very good kick at all. We saw that in the.
Oh my gosh! What did that
flag.
kid just do to him? That was absolutely unbelievable. Oh my goodness, we've got a full-on fight on the field.
Yeah,
this is bad. This is really, really bad.
Yeah.
What are we doing? When I say we, I just mean everybody. Everybody's a part on this one. I really hope Cade Russell's okay. That's what I'm really worried about.
Russell
right now.
got smoked.
Wow.
Cade Russell, what a bad hit on a fair catch call, by the way. 51 was the one that administered the blow. That was Bryson Hill.
My goodness.
Had to clear him off the field, so that'll ramp things up here. That was a fair catch, folks. That's the part there's where it starts. When you have a fair catch, you have a bubble zone not to get hit, make contact.
Yeah, that I caught the tail end of it. I couldn't tell if it was intentional or not, to be honest with you, but I tell you what, wow.
It was intentional to Cade Russell because he's feeling it right now.
Yeah, no kidding. Like I said, I'm really just hoping Cade's okay. We've got people down here checking him out, so need to offer up prayer for that young man right now.
That might get us fired up here a little bit. It should. It got me fired up. There's no place for that. Now, I would say the same thing if we did it to them, but we did not. So Cade Russell being checked out here, and that immediately got people's tempers fired up a little bit, and so the officials are talking about it.
Yeah, there's a lot to sort out. There's laundry everywhere. You know, teammates flew to his defense, probably took it a little too far, but, you know.
There's going to be some people tossed out of this. You know that.
I don't know what to tell you about that one.
There'll be some people tossed, I'm sure, and that's what they're talking about here, the officials. But the biggest thing is, with 5:50 to go to halftime, they got to get this game back in check. They cannot let the tempers get out of hand anymore, and it'll be not easy to do with a bunch of high school football players, but they've got to do that. And that's what they're paid to do, the officials. So they're sorting things out here to see just exactly who's going to get tossed and what kind of penalties will be administered here. Fair catch called for by Cade Russell, and he got creamed. I mean, to the point it knocked his helmet off and flipped him.
Yeah, I've not seen a hit.
It's
like
amazing
that
he
on
even
a
got
football.
up, Coach.
Not seen a hit like that on a football field in a long time, you know, with all the different protections that our governing bodies have put in place. That was just an absolute clothesline, flipped him over, took his helmet off kind of thing. Coach Harrison down here doing a good job of getting the team together and letting everybody know, like, we can't beat ourselves. Everybody saw what happened. Win it between the lines and win it between the whistles, fellas. We take it outside the whistles. Those penalties, they go both ways, and it's not going to help us. So keep that emotion in check and keep it between the whistles.
Hello to Eleanor Rambo in Southport, North Carolina. Mary Christian, Michael Kale, K-A-A-L. It was a terrible play. Can't have that. Hello, Steve Wandell, unnecessary. Yep, it was. Now, these are high school kids, and I get that, and they're in the fever of the football game, and I get that. But you got to temper it. So they're still talking it over, and that's with good reason. There's a lot to sort out here.
All right, here we go.
Here's what's coming, folks. Let's see who's going to get tossed here.
He's reading off a list. We had 3 unsportsmanlikes on each and the targeting. So I would assume all of those unsportsmanlikes will offset, and then we're going to get the targeting call. He's out there talking like he has some kind of PA system.
Personal foul.
He's ejected.
That would be.
So they ejected the young man that hit him in the head. He's down there. I'm assuming we can hear that if we're watching it on the TV broadcast.
But we're not.
So we're all sitting
there with
here.
us. Somebody got tossed. Somebody else got
More
tossed.
tosses, but
see now, there's another one tossed. We got 3 tossed. I'm not sure who it was, but we got 3 that got sent home or sent off the field now. So
I really think that targeting call where that flag is, I don't know if it got kicked in the scrum, but that looks way off, probably about 5 or 6 yards. But easy to understand how things went crazy right there. I really think these officials are doing a good job of sorting this out, of getting it right, and keeping control of this game. A lot of times you see something like this start to spiral. Obviously, their work's cut out for them, but you can tell right now with 3 ejections, they're not going to put up with it, and that's absolutely the right call.
So, play is stopped here at the 40. Fair catch take. McCade Russell got creamed, got his helmet knocked off, flipped him in the air. They're still looking at him down here behind the bench. And now they're visiting with the Science Hill coaching staff to let them know who's not going to be in the ballgame anymore. Tomorrow, 3:30, 4, and 6, I believe, are the 3 time slots. We'll stream the Junior Cyclones grass cutters. We'll stream them. We'll come back and stream the Junior Pee-wees, Brian Jenkins grass cutters, Coach Scotty Baker's Junior Pee-wees, and Sean Whitten's Junior Pee-wees. We'll do 3 of those tomorrow.
You got to keep a lookout for Ryan Jr.
Rhino out there dropping the hammer
Number
on people.
10 on Coach Whitten's, playing tight end this year.
Love it.
Yeah, he's having a good time.
Love it.
Get him a little bit of football. You can come out and check out Cole Presnell, the Cole Train, at 0830, baby. Get you an early start. Get the Cole man out of the bed. Get him a protein shake and some Wheaties. Get him down here ready to go.
We're going to stream the Mighty Mites next couple of weeks, but tomorrow will be the grass cutters and the 2 Junior Pee-wees. Still sorting this thing out here. Stoppage of play, which is a chance, and that's what they're doing down here on our bench is our coaching staff right here. You see on the camera. Visiting with the people to get them situated. Our football team get a chance to do a little coaching right here, Coach.
Yeah, this could be very valuable for a football club is, like you said, to hit the pause button, try to figure some things out. I tell you, like I said, though, I just really concerned for Cade. That's a really tough kid, and I don't see him a whole lot like that. So, again, praying for that young man. And these doctors down here do a really good job, physical therapy services, taking care of our kids. So.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll get it going right after this. Wait a minute. Looks like getting ready to go out on the field now, I think. Let's see. They're still sorting things out. They are. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Rick Walters, Horace Mann Insurance, 14-0 Science Hill, 5:50 mark first half. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football.
I know what I want to be when I grow up.
I'm one of those people who just always knew what she wanted to be.
I probably want to be a doctor.
From a really young age, I always wanted to be a doctor.
But like a really good doctor.
I would even make my little brother pretend he was sick just so I could take care of him.
I think being healthy is important so people can have a happy life.
And when someone along the way said, girls don't become doctors, my teacher inspired me to follow my dreams.
Mr. Green says I can be whatever I want.
And now I'm a research scientist at a medical university. Thank you, Mr. Green, for just believing in me.
Thanks, Mr. Green.
You help make their dreams possible. We can do the same for you.
Officials on our side now letting folks know who's not going to be here for our side. And when we know, we'll let you know. Clock at 5:50 to go in the first half, 14-0 Science Hill. Fair catch called for by Cade Russell. Flipped him, knocked his helmet off. It was a unnecessary, unsportsmanlike conduct call, I should say, against Science Hill. And they've tossed 3, and we're trying to figure out which ones are being tossed. But there have been some been sent to the showers here. So the Cyclones will get the football. Coming up at halftime, Dr. John Minton, our principal, joins us. Also, Coach Enzer, our golf coach. We'll have all that going for you coming up at the break here. 14-0 Cyclones. Trailing, but we get the football here.
Somehow the football's made its way back to the 25. So, again, just total chaos has rained down upon this football game. And so they've moved the football back. I guess that everything is offsetting.
I would assume so, yes.
Sean Whitten is vehemently defending some guys down there, and you know what? That's what he's supposed to do.
Yep. Well, we've been about 10 minutes here in this break, so hopefully everybody will cool down.
Looks like Cade's sitting up down here. So that's good to see.
Been doing this a long time. First time I had one of these.
Yeah, this doesn't happen a whole lot.
No.
Considering that hit,
I mean, the stoppage of play and kicking people out, and so.
Yeah, we saw a couple of guys get ran last year in one of the games. I forget which one it was. Even the head coach, I think, in the playoffs got ran. But this is where I've never seen multiple players go. But considering what happened, I mean, we all saw it. That was a melee. So let's get this thing back between the whistles where it belongs.
Nate Stevens back there now running for Cade Russell. So we set up 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Jariah Griffin. Bubble screen, far side, caught Dalton Mitchell. Halfback option downfield, got him in out there. Teddy Orton couldn't come up with it. Mitchell had him. Teddy Orton was downfield behind the coverage on the halfback option and or bubble screen option, if you will. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Golly, beautiful play call by Coach Witt, and everybody in the place has obviously seen him keying in on that. You've got Dalton out there who's been competing for his quarterback spot. Makes a good throw. Teddy just got a little turnaround on it. I guarantee you, though, Tom, that thing's still there in the third quarter again.
Oh, absolutely. 2nd and 10, 25-yard line. Clock, 5:43 to go to halftime. We trail 14-0. Jariah Griffin, your starting quarterback tonight. Nate Stevens in the backfield, single setback. 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Griffin hands off to Nate. Nate gets a big hole up the middle of the 30, 35. He's up the field, lowers his head to the 39-yard line. Nate Stevens, Double C Western Supply, first down. Picks up 14 right up the gut. That's the guy that's got to come to this football game ready to go. I've said it all along. Nate Stevens can carry this football team. Double C Western Supply with the Chacos are half off right now, the men's and women's, and also all the Simply Southern T-shirts are marked down to $10. 1st and 10, 39-yard line. 14-7. We get the second half kickoff. We do not, do we?
We do not.
We do not. That's right. We took it. So we got to get some points here. Trailing 14-0. 5:15 to go to the break. 39-yard line. Just be patient. Run this offense. Jariah hands off to Nate. Nate cuts up inside of the 40, 45 to the 46-yard line. Up the middle, Nate to skate out to the 46-yard line. Picks up 7 yards on that carry. Linebackers making a stop on the play. Number 9 making it. It would be Matthew Marsh. The ball's at the 46-yard line. Clock at 4:51 to halftime. We trail 14-0.
We spoke on that last drive. We're going to have to run the ball off the gut, and we're going to go down the field. We've done both right here, and it's looked pretty good.
From the 46-yard line, Jariah on the option. He'll keep it himself. Jariah will slither up to about the 48, 47, 48-yard line. Walking off right side behind the Hogs. Got about the 49-yard line. 34 makes the stop. That would be Kevin Amoya. Hope I'm saying it right, the senior. 48-yard line. 3rd down and about 1. Clock 4:18 to halftime. We trail 14-0.
Big football play right here, Tom.
It is. You got it. Well put. 2 to the near side, the wide side of the field. That's Orton and Mitchell. 3rd and 1. Jariah with Nate back there as a setback. Jariah will keep it. Jariah will not get the first down. He'll be stopped at the 47-yard line by Amoya, again, number 34. So it's 4th down. What do you do here, Coach? Roll with it? Go with it? 4th and about yeah.
You could make an argument either way.
Yep.
14-0 it feels awful big right now. You really feel like you need to go for it because you just really need points right here.
He's going for it. 4th down. Fans on their feet here.
Try to make them jump and then call you a timeout. We've got 3 left.
Jariah Griffin looks to the sideline. The play clock is off. Yep, inoperable. 3:20 to go. And Coach Whitten may let it trickle down and call timeout here. And that's what he's going to do. Timeout, Cyclones. Tell you about Double C Western Supply right now. All the Chacos are half off, the men's and women's. Simply Southern T-shirts, regular $18, $24, got them down to $10. All the American Darlin clothes for the ladies are half off. Want to check them out, DoubleCWesternSupply.com. We'll be there, I think, next week talking about. Double C Western Supply on Railroad Street, one of our great sponsors. Were the Chaco. You like Chacos? Do you look good in Chacos? You look good in everything.
Well, here's the problem.
All right.
I've put way too many miles on these feet in the United States Army.
Right.
They're not good-looking feet, Tom.
Gotcha.
I know I'm a pretty good-looking guy, but the feet, they look like Hobbit's feet. So really
What
trying
kind
to
of
keep
feet?
Hobbit.
Hobbit feet?
Like a hobbit.
There you go.
Lord of the Rings, those
You
little
got
hobbits that don't ever wear shoes, they look like my feet. So.
Mrs. Presnell thinks you're a pretty handsome guy.
I'm glad she does.
Yeah.
Goodness.
She told me that. Said something about a hunk of burning love. I said, okay. All right.
Yeah, so we keep the Chacos put up.
By the way, where were you in 77 when Elvis died? What were you doing when you heard the news?
I was -3 years old.
Gotcha. Yep. We'll leave that alone then.
Yeah, we'll just keep moving.
Yeah, we'll just keep talking.
Was it 77?
August 16, 1977.
Man. Did you see the movie Elvis?
The one's out now?
Yes.
No, but my granddaughters have seen it, and they're tore up about this guy named Michael Butler. That's all they talk about.
Yeah,
the Elvis guy.
He looked like Elvis. He did a really good part.
All right. Here we go. We got to get a first down right here, folks. Got to move the sticks. 4th down and about 1. What do we do here? Jariah Griffin's going to keep it. Jariah Griffin's going to get the first down. He did. Great job of the Hogs up front. Working off right side. A double C Western Supply first down. Cracking midfield to the 49-yard line. Moving the sticks, coach. First down. Big play. A big grown-up play for our football team.
Very good play. Bring Mason Ball. It gives him 2 lead blockers because what they're doing, the 3 in the front are just standing up, and the linebackers are flying around the edge, either containing or collapsing on the play. If we can just deflect those guys, then Jariah can get 5 yards every time. So I really like giving him a lead blocker right there.
1st and 10, 49-yard line of Science Hill. Jariah hands off to the skate. Nate Stevens slides, and there's a face mask, and they got it.
15.
Trying to sidestep, slide downfield, and number 6 got him on the face mask. That would be Baylor necessary. And a flag. Let's see. We got a Cyclone down. That's not good. One of the Hogs up front.
It might be Cam Baker.
Nope. Don't think it is. Looks like a cramp, I hope. Yeah. Face mask on Science Hill. There's a timeout on the field. I don't know if it's Cam or not. I'm not going to say until he gets up. But they're working on him. So the attention is on the injured Cyclone on the field for the moment. We'll take a 30-second break for the Jewelers Bench. Our great sponsors. Before I get all my jewelry, bought watches there, rings there, cross necklaces there. They do a great job. The Jewelers Bench. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football.
Need help finding that perfect gift? Jewelers Bench provides the highest quality jewelry at incredible prices, providing unique jewelry for all occasions. With our own jeweler in-house, we offer custom-made pieces, as well as general maintenance and repair services. Whether you're shopping for yourself or someone special, we can help make your holidays sparkle. Always remember, you get more for your money at the Jewelers Bench.
From our family to yours, we would like to thank you for supporting our business for over 20 years.
And as always, we wish you a
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yep. Back at Citizens Bank Stadium, we've had a fight. We've had a missed field goal. We've had 2 interceptions. We've got an injured player here. We've had a lot here in the first half. But the bottom line is got themselves a good football game. 14-0 Cyclones trail it, but we're moving the football. 1st and 10 to the 34-yard line. That's where they'll mark the football, and it is Cam Baker. You're right. You called it. So Baker will be helped off the field by Dr. Aaron Kaiser and Dr. Justin Smith from Physical Therapy Services.
Yeah, I think he just came down inside blocking from that slot. Play came in behind him and got rolled up. And as a guy who used to block for a living, when that happens, it hurts. Hopefully it's, like I said, not serious. He looks to be putting a little bit of weight on it, which is a good thing.
34-yard lines will mark it on the face mask penalty against Science Hill. We move the sticks. Let's see what we can do here. 1st and 10, 34-yard line. 2:31, clock cranked back up in the first half here. 14-0 Science Hill. Jariah from the 34. Hands off to Nate. Nate tries to get outside, breaks a tackle, and falls forward to about the line of scrimmage. He was hemmed in for a loss, and Baylor Necessary's been everywhere. This kid can play number 6 for Science Hill, and number 48 Ben Daniel, the end, making a stop, the senior for Science Hill. Ball at the 34-yard line, no gain. 2:09 to go to halftime. Griffin looks to the near side. Jariah with Stevens behind him. 3 to the far side, the wide side of the field. Jariah, bubble screen, Dalton Mitchell. High throw, pulls it down. He'll try and get some running room. He does. He gets to the 30 to the 29-yard line. Picks up 5. 3rd and 5 now. Dalton Mitchell, red, orange shoes, makes the catch.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play. And again, 9 out there. He's been everywhere. Matthew Marsh, the junior, can play. Holding Cyclones. 1:52 to go in the period. So you mark it all the way back to the 46-yard line. Clock, 1:52 to halftime. We trail 14-0. It'll be a second and a bunch from the 46-yard line. 2nd and 22 to be exact.
Yeah, at this point, I would just really want to keep that football, as rough of a first half as we've had. If we can go in down 14-0 and get a stop after halftime, man, you're in a good spot. You're not in a bad spot. So you really, run this play clock all the way down with these next 3 plays and keep that game clock running.
Jariah on a 2nd and 22 from the 46. He'll run the option himself. He'll keep it. Try to turn the corner. Got a little running room, and it stood up and dropped to the 45. Down to about the 44-yard line. Smith and also 34 making a stop. That's Kevin Aimua. Amwaya.
Boy, he's a good player.
He is a good player. I hope I'm getting his name right. If I'm not, I apologize. Amwa, maybe? He can play, I can tell you that. Ran a minute to go in the first half. 3rd down and long, Cyclones. Trailing 14-0. Griffin, long count. Jariah, 3-step drop, looking, throws the home run ball. It's out there to Teddy Orton, and it's going to be caught. Teddy Orton, touchdown, Cyclones! 45-yard pass, touchdown, Cyclones! That looked like a pop-up in shallow left field. Orton came underneath it and got it and took it into the house in single coverage. Cyclone touchdown for Teddy Orton.
Yeah, super good play call. I love it. I'm up here talking about, hey, let's burn clock. Coach Witten, the Riverboat Gambler, decides, you know what, let's put the ball down the field. Let Teddy Orton make a play. And you know what? Jariah just puts the football in the air and says, hey, my guy, go get it. The Science Hill guys went for the interception instead of just knocking it down. He's able to come down with it. Look where we're at. 14-6.
Campbell for the point after here. 39 seconds to go to halftime. Campbell, it's up. It is good. He got it. 14-7. That's a big play, Coach. With 39 seconds to halftime, it energizes this team and energizes this crowd here. We got something to cheer about. We trail 14-7.
Absolutely. Just a huge football play. And, again, getting the crowd up. Everybody's been really uneasy since the incident happened, but this offense come down there and just absolutely cold cocks that defense. I tell you, the big thing we hadn't really talked about is how good that offensive line has done. That was really good pass protection. He's able to get about a 4 or 5 step drop, puts the ball up in the air. We make a good play. We're running the football a little bit. That dang penalty's getting in the way. But here we sit, as bad as things have gone for us, looking at 14-7 before half. Now, here's the thing. They're going to go for it right here, too. Stacey Carter's going to make some big football plays, I guarantee it, to really try to get some points back on the board because he knows he got some weapons. So sitting at 14-7 with 39 seconds left in the half is a good spot for us to be in right now.
Cyclones scoring. Teddy Orton catches a 45-yard bomb from Jariah Griffin. Wasn't pretty, but he out-jumped the defender in single coverage and took it to the house. We'll take it. Points are points. 14-7, Campbell's point after. Caleb Campbell, the sophomore, only a 10th grader. Big night for him so far. Point after and a missed field goal, but still growing up in front of us, all these kids. Sean Smith still no longer on the football team. So kicking duties now for Campbell and Mason Williams. So, as we say that, he'll put it on the tee. Mason Williams to kick it off here. He can boom it. He's our goalie on the soccer team, and he can hammer that football. 14-7, 39 seconds, brand new football game. Williams gets the signal from the side, and here we go. Mason Williams, who makes sandwiches in the evenings at Poor Trav's Deli, by the way. One of our sponsors. Williams to kick it. End over end kick. It's a returnable football at about the 6. Science will up the field to the 20. 25, 30, 35, and ran out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. Nice return. Who got him? Try and see. Come on out of there, youngin', out of the pack. Yeah, 32, Andrew Blevins making the tackle. The junior. Nice job, Andrew. Science Hill, the 40-yard line, 1st and 10, 33 seconds of the break. They have 3 timeouts. We got 2 left. We trail 14-7. Brand new ball game. Swartz is your QB, has been. Duke's the running back there. He's a load, number 1. He's been very productive tonight in the first half for Science Hill. From the 40-yard line, Swartz hands off to Duke's. Penalty flag, blows the play up. Somebody jumped for Science Hill on an offensive wall, I think. Stop the clock with 32 to go to halftime. And it should be a legal procedure, and it is against Science Hill. Ball start.
Minus the 6 unsportsmanlike and the targeting penalty, we're standing at 8 penalties. So really about 15 total penalties in this first half.
At halftime, find out who got tossed, would you please, from Jason Hawley, our PA man.
I will work on that.
1st and 15, 35-yard line. 32 seconds of the break. Swartz, bubble screen near side. Science Hill caught. He dropped the football. Intended to Tyler Moon. He dropped the football. Stops the clock with 29 to go. The momentum has shifted back to the Cyclones here a little bit with that touchdown. Caught them off guard, and they weren't looking for that bomb, and we gave them a bomb and scored it. And the momentum for the moment has shifted back to the orange and black in a standing room only Citizens Bank Stadium. A beautiful night for football. 29 seconds to go, 2nd and 15.
Uh-oh, football.
High snap, back there to go get it. Swartz, it's up for grabs. Let's see who got it.
No, you did not throw that flag.
It was not a flag, I don't think, or did he? Was it a flag?
He may have used it to mark the fumble.
Mark the fumble is what he threw it with.
We had a player come in and jump on the player that was getting on the football. Oh, goodness, he did call it. Okay. Targeting.
No.
Goodness gracious.
No.
Goodness gracious.
You can't target somebody serving a loose football. That was a loose pigskin up for anybody's ball out to the 35-yard line. Sean Witten is furious, and he should be. That was a loose pigskin, sir. That's anybody's football, and our man dove for it, trying to get the fumble. Wasn't targeting. Swartz was not a targeting call. I'm sorry, you missed that, sir.
Probably a little extra sensitive considering everything that's happened, but, you know.
As they say back home, parts is parts. That was a live football. That's not targeting. That's anybody's ball. 3rd and 15 from the – no, that's not right. Yep, 3rd and 15. No, 3rd and 5 from the 35, right? No, I'm sorry, 3rd and 15 to the midfield for the first down. 23 to go to the break. Missed that one, sirs. I'm sorry. 3rd and 15 from the 35. High snap again. Brought down, gives it to Dukes. Dukes gets up the field. He's going to be wrapped up and stopped. Our defense has responded. Mason Ball gets the tackle for the Cyclones. Stopping the clock with 6 seconds to go to the break. Our defense has made some adjustments here, folks.
Here's an interesting call, and I like this call. Coach Witten calls a timeout because, if you'll remember, it was the long snapper who's ejected. So now some kid who's a second-string long snapper has got to come out in this situation, try to make a snap, which is a really tough thing to do if you've ever tried to do it.
Coming up at halftime, Dr. John Minton, also brand new sponsor, A&R Autos, and also Mandy Lewis from Mary Kay. We're selling Mary Kay again.
So we talked about this. My hands are good, right?
Yeah.
I'm hooked up on materials for my hands. We got to go to my face.
Go get your face. Get some face cream from Mandy.
I really hope to be in the woods hunting a lot.
Yeah.
And it feels like it's going to be a cold winter. You can already tell it's getting cold. We're hitting the early fall just like we used to back in whenever you were
younger. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anywho, I'd like to have some materials for my face if you'll let her know. Appreciate it.
We're going to get you some lotion from Mandy. She's our Mary Kay lady, our halftime sponsor. I tell you, she makes some mean lasagna.
Yeah, you told me that.
Did I tell you she makes banana pudding with nutter butter cookies in it?
I don't know because I've never been invited. So,
me oh my.
You at least send me a picture.
Banana pudding with nutter butters in it.
Oof.
Oh, baby, that's good stuff. Science Hill punts it 4th and 13 from the 37. 6 seconds to go to the break. How about a major miscue right here? It won't be. He kicks it off the side of his foot. Not a real good kick. It'll go out of bounds. But the clock is expired, and that will probably be the first half. Let's see. And They're going to call it? They are. It's halftime. We got ourselves a football game here, folks. It is far from over, I can tell you that. Halftime, Cyclones, Hilltoppers, and the Railroad Rumble Part 2 at the break. Science Hill 14, your Cyclones 7. We'll take a break from Mary Kay Cosmetics. It's the halftime show brought to you by Mary Kay and also by R&A Autos. Cyclones trail 14-7 at halftime.
Wowzers.
You know I like it a lot, yeah. You know I like what you got, yeah. Whenever we're together, the feeling lasts forever. I think it's kind of clever. But we can be the same, la la. But we can be the same, la la. But we can be the same. But we can be the same, la la.
Discover what you love at marykay.com or with your Mary Kay Independent Beauty Consultant.
Hi, this is Mandy Lewis with Mary Kay Cosmetics. Did you know we can quickly and conveniently deliver Mary Kay products directly to you? We offer easy-to-do home and office delivery. Avoid standing in a line for your skincare products when Mary Kay can ship them right to your door through the customer delivery service. Find out today how we can ship the hundreds of quality Mary Kay products right to your door. Contact me today at marykay.com/mlewis10377. That's marykay.com/mlewis10377.
It's important to hire a professional because you want a quality, trained, and licensed person working in your home. All of my staff are factory trained and have years of experience. With today's technology in heating and air conditioning systems, you want a trained professional working on your system. Our motivation to provide our customers with the best service is years of experience. We've been in business for 35 years and we plan on being in business for another 35 years, so we want to make our customers happy.
It's halftime as the Science Hill band's on the field. We'll capture some of them, and our marching Betsy band will be there. We've had everything here in the first half. We had a block punt. We've had a missed field goal. We've had 2 interceptions. Jason Swartz at a 6-yard run at the 121 mark of the opening stanza. Turin's point after 7. I think that's your first quarter score. Smith blocks the punt of Mason Williams and get the football, and 4 plays later, Javen Chester, a 5-yard run for Science Hill. Point after 14-0 at the 9:27 mark in the half. 39 seconds to go to halftime. Teddy Orton catches the bomb from Jariah Griffin, a 45-yard strike. Campbell's point after, and that's your halftime score, 14-7. Science Hill gets a second-half kickoff. It's anybody's football game. We're joined by Elizabethan class of what year, sir?
77.
1977. Ronnie Brookshire from Nashville, Tennessee, formerly from Elizabethan. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you, Tom?
I'm doing great. Doing great. Ronnie Brookshire is about to take this broadcast to a new level. Tell us what we're going to be by the September 16th next game when the Granger Grizzlies come to town. We got a whole new kit and caboodle. Tell me about it.
Yeah, well, we're going to basically do what WCYB is doing tonight, starting the Cyclone Network. Eventually, what we're trying to do is get the kids to run this, but this year we're just trying to get it up and off the ground and have a multi-camera shoot and try to do it right.
So when they tune in now on YouTube or Facebook, either one, they're going to be able to see multiple cameras.
Exactly, yeah.
We're going to take this to a new level.
Yes.
And this is because Ronnie listens to us in Nashville.
Yeah.
And you reached out to me, I guess, last year and said, let's take this up another notch because we got a pretty good thing going here. And you've taken a vested interest in this, have you not?
Yeah. I've been talking with Richard Van Huss and also John Minton, the principal here, and with you as well, just trying to figure out how we can make this better and more accessible because, I've noticed, like you, that people all over the country want to watch Friday Night Football and watch the Cyclones play. So it's a video world now, and I think that we can incorporate this into something where the students can actually learn about it and take it up and start doing it professionally if they want to.
Cyclones trailed at halftime 14-0, so you do own a recording studio in Nashville, do you not?
Well, I work at recording studios, yes.
Work at one?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been doing that since 86 when I moved down there.
Yeah.
So
Class of 77, some great memories for you as a student at EHS?
Oh, yeah, because we were the first. Well, our freshman year, we were at the old high school, and at Christmas break, we came down here and started at this high school and finished out. So we were the first class to go here all 4 years when we graduated.
We've shown some of the crowd shots. It's standing room only out on the bank out here. On either side of the scoreboard, it's an incredible look, to say the least. And so this is the Zionsville Band doing their thing. The Betsy Band, I would assume, is coming up next. I believe they are. Yep,
yes, they are. I saw them over in the corner.
Yeah, they're getting ready to do their show coming up here in a few minutes. So multiple cameras, a little bit better audio.
Oh, yeah.
For the fans not only here but around the world, not only in the Tri-Cities, but globally they can do this.
Oh, yeah. It'll be on Facebook and YouTube. It'll be part of the Cyclone Network, which you're still doing your thing on that. So it'll be great. I think if we can, starting to hook everything up this weekend, we've been waiting on some more gear to come in. So.
Yep. He said, Tom, we want you to just call the game. Don't worry about all these commercials, hitting buttons. Just call the game. Ronnie, God bless you. I'm right there. No arguments from me. So every time I hit a button, I get nervous, and everybody else does too. So again, with all sincerity at the bottom of my heart, thank you for wanting to do this for us.
Absolutely. And we're going to give it the old college try starting tomorrow. And hopefully by Granger, we'll be up and running.
September the 16th, our next home game. Thank you, sir.
All right, buddy.
Go Cyclones. Ronnie personifies the slogan, tradition never graduates. That's what Sean Witten says, and I'm right there with him. 14-0 halftime, Cyclones. Back after this. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football.
You know I like it a lot, yeah. You know I like what you got, yeah. Whenever we're together, the feeling lasts forever. I think it's kind of clever. Don't we can be the same, la la. Don't we can be the same, la la. Don't we can be the same.
Discover what you love at MaryKay.com or with your Mary Kay Independent Beauty Consultant.
Hi, this is Mandy Lewis with Mary Kay Cosmetics. Get ready for the Mary Kay products that are not just fun for fall, they're fun for all. Ask about the new Mary Kay Beauty Box filled with an assortment of beauty and self-care must-haves, or the 2 new shades of gel lipstick, or the perfect fun for fall eye palette of 6 warm-hued shades. Check out the new fall products from Mary Kay Cosmetics. Contact me today at marykay.com/mlewis10377. That's marykay.com/mlewis10377.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness.
We have partnered with the best name brands in the business: Sealy, Tempur-Pedic, Simmons Beauty Rest, and Serta. We have the best selection of mattresses in the tri-state area. Plus, right now, get no interest for 48 months and free delivery, setup, and removal. Save store-wide at Cannon's Furniture in downtown Elizabethton.
Back at halftime, we trail 14-0. Cannon Furniture, by the way. I bought my bedroom suit there. Love it. Love Chris Cannon. His daddy's cool. His mama's cool. Bought a bedroom set there and bought a couch. I guess you call it a couch with a chase on one end of it. Love it. Cannon Furniture, great prices, locally owned. You know what I preach. Be loyal, buy local. There's the Betsy Band coming out here. At halftime, we trail 14-0, but we are a second-half football team. All right, brand new sponsor, A&R Autos. That would be Adam and Renee Mullins, who we want to be on the broadcast, and you were there as our halftime sponsor, along with Mandy, who makes some – I'll probably get in trouble. That's okay. She makes some really good lasagna. Lawsy mercy. She should market that lasagna. Whew, it's good stuff. All right, 2019 Dodge Journey SE. By the way, no dock fees at A&R Autos in Piney Flats, right beside First Baptist Church, right there on the main drag. No dock fees. A 2019 Dodge Journey SE, all-wheel drive, backup camera, third row seats, tradition control. Did you find out who got tossed, please? Nobody knows. Power windows and locks. One owner, no accidents on this one. $21,500 for a 2019 black Dodge Journey SE. Also, they got a 2012 Honda Odyssey EXL minivan, color blue, leather, 4 new tires, power sliding doors, seats 8, backup camera, $12,900 for that one. Again, Adam Mullins and A&R Autos in Piney Flats, the phone number. Go to Facebook and check out A&R Autos And the phone number is 773-3555. No doc fees. I like that. No doc fees. The Betsy Band about to do its thing. Where is Miss Fowler? Can you pull a wide shot, please? Get as much band as we can get. Pull back and do a. Actually, you don't know where that is. I never showed you that. So there we go. See if I can take it back any farther. That's as far back as we can go. We're going to try and capture all the Betsy Band. We're joined by our principal, Dr. John Mitten. What a first half, Coach.
Yeah, man, how about that? What a crowd. What a night for football. A little momentum swinger there at the end, too, with that big catch. And just a great night for opening night.
Yeah.
Citizens Bank Stadium. It's packed. It's
SRO packed.
It is very packed.
It's over there they're sitting on the bank over there on the other side of the scoreboard. It's been great weather and an incredible football game. Glad you're liking it wherever you may be. Again, we've not been told. It's been kind of a secret who got tossed in this football game. I don't know. We've been asking up here. Nobody seems to know, but Gator would know. I'll ask Gator, the guy, the electronic clock operator. Anyway, tell us what's going on good right now, Elizabethton High School, sir. Our principal, Dr. John Mitten.
Man, a lot of stuff. You know, we've had 2 really good weeks of school. It's just, you know, kind of a little bit of a feeling of normalcy, which has been great, just getting back into the rhythm of things. And we were able to share with our teachers at the beginning of the year some really positive data that we saw last year. You know, I wouldn't call it a rebound. I would just say it was more like a recalibrate from, you know, the times that we were in pandemic and remote learning. And, you know, we anticipated that our English and math success rates and our graduation rate would go up, and they did. Our chronic absenteeism went in reverse, which is obviously a positive thing. We had, you know, less students miss more school, and that's always a positive. There's a direct relationship when kids are in school. They learn more and they have a lot higher level or a lot higher rate of success. And so, you know, there's just a lot of good data that we saw coming from last year. We got a lot that we can build on. But, you know, just like tonight, you look at the number of students out there on the field. You know, the band's growing, our enrollment's up, which we're really happy about because we're pushing almost 900 students. Our band's grown, our arts programs have grown, our ensemble groups, our athletics, our class sizes, and that's a good thing for our school. It's a good thing for our school system, and it's just, it's been a good start to the year, and it's going to go fast. I can't believe 2 weeks are in, and here we are, but we're here.
Tell us about the Color Guard. That's a really cool program you guys put together, and Coach Presnell, he's not up here, we can brag on him. They've done a great job. It's growing by leaps and bounds.
Yeah, Coach Presnell and Craig Wilcox is doing a tremendous job. A couple years ago, Travis Thompson, one of our supervisors, who's was in active duty in the military and still serves in the Marines. He was passionate about that, and our director of schools, Mr. Van Huss, about just getting an ROTC program, in this case an NDCC program, and Ryan was a really good pick to lead that charge. And then just so happens, a graduate of Elizabethton, retired, Craig Wilcox, and he came back into our community, and he did a ton of stuff for us last year, helping kind of in a coaching role. We were able to bring him on with some more time this year, and I'm telling you, the bang for the buck with those 2 guys just leading that group. The program's grown this year. You saw them walk out with the band and lead the band out and break off, and it was just chills up and down my spine just watching them come out. We're proud of our military, obviously, and the veterans that live and have served in our community. And so hopefully, and I know that we will, represent every branch of the military, not just the Navy. And it's a great leadership thing. It's not just about the military. A lot of people think, well, NDCC or ROTC, this is a chance for me to learn about the military, and it is. But the leadership skills that they gain from that, it's just incredible. And we've seen some kids really grow from it.
We're watching the Betsy Band. John Valentine's done a phenomenal job. Of course, Perry Elliott did a phenomenal job. Of course, Mr. Elliott, when he retired, Mr. Valentine was hired, and they are going down for a state championship this year to win this band. They missed it by like 1/1000th of a point last year, winning the whole thing. So we're going to go down to this year and get that extra point and win this thing. He has done a phenomenal job, and these kids are putting on a great show here at halftime.
Yeah, Hypnotized is the name of the show, and it's really got a theme of technology and cell phone and social media. Our kids are very familiar with that. We all are. You can kind of see right now they're kind of wandering around and got their heads down using their phones. And by the time the whole show comes together, from what I can understand, I haven't seen it all, obviously, but when you take a look at it from a bigger perspective, it's about that's kind of what it is. Like we can be hypnotized by our phones and by our technology, or we can choose not to. And so I love arts, and I love how you can tell a story through a show like what we're watching right now. And of course, this is just the first couple movements, the introduction of the movement, but I'm always impressed at, I mean, you just look, and people at home can watch at just the movement that they're doing right now. You know, they started band camp back in July, and they started learning this music and learning all these steps. I'm just so impressed with the students and how much they can learn and how much they can retain. It's so repetitive, and they put a ton of time in, and they always reap the benefits. I'm proud of John and Chris, too, Mr. Lockhart from T.A. Duggar. You know, they work well together. And, man, we haven't missed a step. We really haven't. And, you know, Perry left a good situation for John, and he's just picked it up. And he just took the fire and fanned the flame a little bit. And, you know, the man's grown and doing really good. Look for big things out of him this year.
Halftime, we trail 14-7 to the Scienceville Hilltoppers. Hilltoppers get the second half kickoff. Before I let you go, social media, how can we find out anything and everything we need to know about Elizabethton High School?
Elizabethton High School on Instagram, Twitter, or on Facebook. Are very active on social media as well for our school system, and so we always try to tag and repost and retweet things that are coming from our school system, so y'all obviously won't just see things from the high school, but things that are going on everywhere. You know, we like to treat ourselves as the flagship of our school system. We look out there and see elementary school students and T.A. Duggar students. They're going to be ours one day, and so every little bit of success that they experience, so we're going to reap those benefits. And you know, we want everybody coming here prepared, so follow everybody, get behind everybody. We appreciate our community just coming out tonight and doing the things that they do for us. So, as always, go Cyclones.
Go Cyclones. Our principal, Dr. John Mitten, great job. Halftime. Here comes the fight song. Let's capture this before we go to the break. Everybody's on their feet on this side of the stadium. Why would you not be? If you bleed orange and black, you should be standing up where you are and clapping, wherever you may be hearing this. Great job of Mr. Valentine and the band. We're 4 minutes away from the second half. We trail 14-7. A&R Autos, your new sponsor at halftime. They got a 2019 Chevrolet Equinox LS, a Silver One owner. Power window and locks, gets 32 miles to the gallon. That's good. Come gas mileage time right now for $17,900 plus tax. Everything they have is on the Facebook at A&R Autos, or stop by in Piney Flats right beside First Baptist Church at Piney Flats and check them out. Austin and Renee Mullins, thank you for being a sponsor. We want to be on the Cyclone broadcast. I said, how about a halftime sponsor? He said, we're in. Dodge Journey, Chevrolet Equinox, and a Honda Odyssey EXL minivan. Just some of the things right now they've got. And no dock fees. How about that? A lot of car lots charge a dock fee. They don't. At A&R Autos and Piney Flats, that's Adam and Renee Mullins at Zest Mom and Daddy. And so we appreciate them being our halftime sponsor. We'll get ready for the second half. We'll get our comments from Coach Presnell right after this timeout. From our other sponsor, Mandy Lewis from Mary Kay Cosmetics. Cyclones trail 14-7 at halftime. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football.
Hi, this is Mandy Lewis with Mary Kay Cosmetics. Get ready for the Mary Kay products that are not just fun for fall, they're fun for all. Ask about the new Mary Kay Beauty Box filled with an assortment of beauty and self-care must-haves, or the 2 new shades of gel lipstick, or the perfect fun for fall eye palette of 6 warm-hued shades. Check out the new fall products from Mary Kay Cosmetics. Contact me today at marykay.com/mlewis10377. That's marykay.com/mlewis10377.
Hello, my name is Mark Fowler, and it is my joy and honor to serve as the pastor of Pleasant Beach Baptist Church. And I'm thrilled to be a part of a church that has a great heritage and history of serving in the Elizabethton community. And we are encouraging people to understand they have a responsibility to know their Creator, to know God, and to understand His purpose for their life. And so we're thrilled to be a part of a church that has something for young people and for teenagers and for children and for families, to where they can discover what God wants for their life. We'd love to have you come be a part of us.
Halftime 14-7. We trail. They'll get the second half kickoff. Coach Presnell, some halftime stats. What do we got for us?
Yeah, total yards, Elizabeth actually leading by 43 yards, 146 to 103. Rushing attempts, 10 rushes. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Thank you. First down total, Science Hill's got 7, Elizabethton 6. Rushing attempts, 15 to 24 for Science Hill, 59 yards rushing for Elizabethton net, 103 for Science Hill. So that's really where the outgain has been on their end of the bargain. But on the flip side, we've got 87 total yards. They've got 0 passing yards, Tom. 0 for 3. So 0 for 3 on the attempts and 1 interception. So, if you're the Cyclones, we really got to look at that, and we're going to stack that box. Can't allow them to run the football because we're going to need to get the football back with plenty of time left on the clock to try to score. So, the big thing is the penalties. Kevin, how many penalties were there in the first half? Yeah, 5 for 47 for Elizabeth and 4 for 40 for Science Hill, and that's with all those offsetting. I believe there were 8 total penalties on the one play. So just sloppy football game for both clubs. We kind of expected it. Didn't expect the melee, but expected the sloppy play, expected the penalties. And, Elizabeth and I know went into the locker room thinking we left a lot on the field first half, and we need to get that back. If we get that back, I say we come out of here scoring 21-14. Our defense did a good job of really stopping the run on those last 2 drives of Science Hill. Going to have to do it right here on the first play. So they'll be getting the football. We'll be taking defense. Like I said, if I'm the defensive coordinator for Elizabeth, then I'm just going to stack the box. I'm putting 7, 8 guys in the box and saying, if you want to beat me down the field, go ahead and try. But they've proven that they just don't really want anything to do with that. So expect to see Elizabeth and do that. Try to get that football back. It'd be really nice to see a 3 and out here on this first drive.
Second half coming up next. We trail 14-7. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football.
At Northeast Community Credit Union, we know the importance of taking care of your family and building our community. Are you remodeling your home, trading cars for your next road trip, or maybe you're considering an in-ground pool or a boat for the lake? Our loans are easy, fast, and convenient with the lowest payments around. Act now before rates go up. Apply online at bmycu.org, call us, or come see us in Elizabethton, Johnson City, or Rome Mountain. We have the loan you need.
Talking to Dr. Justin Smith, one of our great sponsors here at the Tom Dillon Sports Show, Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. A lot of them out there. What do you feel like separates physical therapy services from all the competition?
Well, number one is that we're local. The money that you spend with us stays here. Mm-hmm. This is not a large corporate venture that your money goes to Florida or Miami or up to Chicago or wherever. We are a true mom and pop facility. We pride ourselves on that, number one. Number two, we don't have a bunch of higher-ups, VPs, multiple presidents that we have to end up making a bunch of profit to be able to pad their pockets. The money that we make in physical therapy services, we reinvest back into the community. So that's why we have our Class 4 laser, we have our Ultra G, we have all the equipment that nobody else in the area has. And we can provide services and for the people of Elizabethton, of Carter County, Roan Mountain, Hampton, Stony Creek, Mountain City, Johnson City. That's why we have people from all over the area that flock to our facility because they know they're going to get the best care, state-of-the-art care with the most state-of-the-art equipment.
It's awesome. Can't top that, folks. Great sponsor of the Tom Dillon Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. Great folks at Physical Therapy Services. Halftime, we trail 14-7. Hello to Kim Saylor, hello to Mike Rader, hello to Teresa Honeycutt, Melanie Miller, Ed Morton. Thank you all. Hard to hear the band from Tom's headset, yeah? So, but you got to see them.
They look good.
They look real good. So, we'll work on that. But last year you wanted to see them. This year we give it to them, you see them. Now you say you can't hear them. So,
they look good.
They look good. All right, Cyclones kick this thing off. Start second half. Thanks again to our halftime sponsors. A&R Autos and Mandy Murray, Mary Kay. 14-7, Cyclones. Trailing. Need one turned around right here. Let's see if we can do it. stranger things have happened. We had everything in this football game. I expect much the same craziness here in the second half.
Yeah, and if you go back to last year, was it 21-0 they were up on us in the first half?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, I mean.
We won 34-15.
7-point deficit at half with as bad as we played. Boy, I'll take it.
Williams to kick it away here. End-over-end kick. He hammers it at about the 6-yard line. He'll bring it up the field to the 10. Science Hill to the 15 to the 20. 25, gets outside, breaks a tackle, penalty flag at the backside of the play. Fumble football, he was down. 34 returns it. That would be, I think it's going to be Kevin Amoya.
We have 3 flags.
Flags on the field. Let's see, 3 of them to start the second half. We have 9 penalties so far in the football game. Man of the white hat's been busy tonight, as his crew has been too. Trying to separate and conquer and divide, see what we've got going on here. Let's see. So thanks to Mr. Valentine at halftime, his band. They are excellent. What a great performance. And a big thank you to Dr. Minton at halftime. Holding Science Hill on the kickoff return. And a face mask on the Cyclones. Offsetting penalties.
So we will kick it again.
Yep. Re-kick it.
Tell you one thing that's hard about this is tempo. You know, people don't talk a lot of tempo in football. You're talking to basketball, really talking to baseball with pitchers and hitters. Man, it's been tough to get any type of tempo for either club. You know, and that's hard with these young guys. You want to kind of get in a roll and get in a rhythm, but just has been impossible tonight with all these penalties.
14-7, re-kick it. Yeah, it's tough getting momentum in your rhythm. It's tough getting rhythm in the broadcast, really. I mean,
we've had a hard time.
Yeah, stop and start. So here we go, 14-7, going to re-kick it here. The 11, they eclipsed about 30 seconds off of the clock here, 11:29.
Seeing like this, we're stopping again.
Yep.
And I get it. I don't think the officials have done, I mean, there's been some questionable calls, but so what? It's just been, this is a quintessential opening night with probably 20 kids on a football field that weren't starting this time last year.
Haven't been a basketball official myself at one point. It's easy to sit up there and second guess, brother, I can tell you. But when you're down in the action, it's a whole different ball game. Williams to kick it. Drives it into in. Nice kick. It'll be taken at the 6, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, 25, up the field. He got hammered at the 32-yard line. He had a black wall there. Who dropped him? Looked like Mason Ball. Wall.
Man.
Holy smokes.
Put that dude on a kickoff. He's coming down the field looking for you. That is scary.
It is scary.
Good grief.
Momentum's changed here, folks. I'm telling you, it's a different football team. Coach Witten's got your attention at halftime. You wait and see. 32-yard line, 1st and 10, 11:44 to go in the third. We trail by a touchdown. Swartz, Cyclone fans on their feet, and high snap. Loose football, and he'll smother it. It'll be back at the 21-yard line. Ben Adams was right there to down it just in case he didn't. And the running back, Chester, who got the touchdown early in the ball game, takes that big old paw and scoops under his belly to keep Adams from getting it. A fumble recovered by Science Hill back to the 22.
Officials timeout.
You made a really key point. The long snapper is one of the guys who got tossed in this game.
Yeah.
And so
I believe that's who it was. I don't want to.
Well.
But he's the one that hit Cade, I believe, because he was first down the field, and I believe I matched the numbers up. And so if that's the case, he may have also been the center. I'm not sure. So,
well,
that's
even if he's not out, there's a kid hurt over at the 25-yard line. Looks like a cramp for Science Hill. If he's not out, anyway, the kid snapping the ball right now is last 4 or 5 times he's done it.
Yeah.
He's snapped it over his head. So
yeah, they've had 2 fumbles tonight, both been on snaps.
All right, let's see who we are here for Science Hill. We can see who the snapper was and see if it's the same guy. That would be logical.
Be Hensley would be the center.
53 was the center. Cyclone Nation getting cranked up here. So is the football team. 2nd and 20 from the 22-yard line. Third quarter, 14-7 Science Hill, opening drive of the second half. Tell you something else that stops the momentum of the game is the TV timeouts.
Yeah, it's a different feel of a high school game. You know, you go to a UT football game, you expect it, right? You kind of got the flow of it, you kind of got the feel of it. This one, it just makes a big difference.
Yeah.
These kids are used to playing a really fast-paced game without those types of things, and especially if they're coming from the JV atmosphere, which a lot of these young men are from last season. And so it's a different feel. It adds a different dynamic to it as well.
Open day next Friday night, and 2 weeks from tonight will be in Greenville. Do we need to say any more on that one?
Nope.
No.
Not a thing.
Burley State, they're playing Knox Central tonight. We're playing Science Hill in the Railroad Rumble Part 2, 14-7. 2nd and 20 from the 22. Schwartz, your QB. Cyclones showing a four-man front. New quarterback. Handoff up the middle, and he'll take it to about the 29-yard line and shove back. New quarterback, number 16. That's Spencer Taylor, the sophomore for Science Hill. So Schwartz gives way, at least on that play, to Spencer Taylor.
Was he the young man that went down? Had to have been. Why else would you pull it?
29-yard line. Advances the football, actually the 28.
So you'll see a little bit more of a throw dynamic. These two were competing for the spot in the preseason.
Third down and 14 from the 28. Bubble screen to the far side. Caught. 30, 35. Hem him in, and he'll get close to him. He got the first down. Nice play on the bubble screen. Catch made by 6. That'll be Baylor, I should say 8, Derek Smith.
Well, that'd be
check that. Is that 9? Is that 8 or 9?
I could not tell from here.
He's right here. It is number 5. My apology. It's Tyler Moon making the catch. Got the first down for Science Hill. So they bring in a new quarterback who's throwing the ball. Duke's still back there, and Moon at number 5 is your receiver. 22's out here, and that's going to be Stephen Famoya. And a Cyclone with a cramp as Aaron Kaiser rushes across the field to check on the Cyclone, who's down at the 30-yard line. Clock 10:44 to go in the third quarter. 14-7 Science Hill.
We talked about it earlier. The temperature is definitely cool, but this humidity is not giving way. It's pretty sticky in this box. We can feel it here. And if you're running around down there in the first game of the year, it's going to hit a couple of guys. So we've had 2 of those on subsequent plays. So, again, we call it tempo. Of course, nothing anybody can do about it. It's just, man, if maybe a railroad driver, it feels like a big engineer trying to get going right here.
See what you got in the stat department. Check on some stats, would you please?
Yeah, that was Science Hill's actually their first pass completion. So they're 1 of 4 on the night. We just talked about this young man's coming in, throws the ball a lot more. And
it is a cramp for the Cyclones. Looks like it's, who is that, 19? Is that Teddy? Teddy Orton coming off the field with a cramp. Science Hill got the first down of the run. First and 10 to the 43-yard line. 14-7 third quarter. Schwartz back in there now. He got rocked for a couple of plays, and Taylor did very nicely, and now Schwartz is back in there. Schwartz for Science Hill. High snap, hands off to Dukes. Dukes off the right side, Schwartz out of the field. He's a bowling ball to the 50 and down to the 49-yard line. Picks up about 7 or 8, working off right side.
Tackling that guy's got to be like grabbing a hold of a combine. I mean,
he's Halls. Shankles brings him down.
Just an absolute downhill runner that is north and south and is just picking up yardage. Just a really good runner, hitting the hole really well.
Picks up 8, 2nd and 2. Science Hill to Cyclone 49. Schwartz, high snap again over his head. He'll have to go back and get it, and they'll do a sliding save at the 30-yard line. A loss at that time of 21 yards on the snap over the head. They'll spot it back upfield to give him a little bit of a break to the 33, but an 18-yard tackle or fumble recovery credited by the Hilltopper backfield.
This is in baseball what they call the yips.
Yeah.
You got this Knobloch for the second baseman for the Yankees that got the yips and just kept throwing them in the stands. Center right now has got the yips. That's going all over the place.
Third and a bunch from the 33-yard line. Third down. Good time for the Cyclones to get this football back. Schwartz, bubble screen near side to Moon. Moon to the 30. Moon to the 35. Penalty flags will be brought down to the 39-yard line by Dalton Mitchell making the tackle. To the 39, but a flag on the play.
Looks like maybe a hold.
Maybe a hold on the Hilltoppers. That may what got Moon an extra couple of yards there. Let's see. The man in the white hat says, yep, holding Science Hill.
Is it? Might decline this one.
Clock, third quarter, 9:21. We trail 14-7. Want the football back for the first time in the second half here.
Yep.
Decline. You're right, Coach. Spot on. Fourth down, we'll get the football back. Going back will be who? Jariah? Yep, Jariah back for the punt return.
So here comes the snapping again. We watched their punt game and pregame, and it was a struggle, to be honest with you. This could be a very interesting football play right here.
Derek Smith will punt it for Science Hill. He'll stand at his 25-yard line. Jariah back at our 30. Getting the football back for the first time in the second half, trying to tie this thing up. We're down 14-7. Snap, perfect snap. Smith will kick it off his foot. It's a twister. It'll take a bounce and roll down the field. Jariah gets away from it. Smartly goes out of bounds at about the 20. Pretty good field position. First and 10 Cyclones at the 20-yard line, trailing 14-7. 8:54 to go in the third quarter.
Really good rugby-style kick right there. That was a very good punt, about a 45-yard kick. So a little bit of a field flop there.
First and 10 Cyclones. Hello, Rick Peters, Ed Morton, Jim Bussin, watching from Columbus, Ohio. Lauren Barker, Susan Alcantar. I don't think I'm saying it right. Watching in Minnesota. Thank you, folks. Cassie Fowler running the camera. Kevin Harmon on stats. Coach P's here, and yours truly, Tom Taylor, bringing it to you. Third quarter, 14-7. All right, we get the ball back for the first time here. You got a little chance, got a TV timeout, so give me your thoughts offensively. What we want to do now with the drive back there? We threw the home run ball for a touchdown into the first half. We ran the ball.
I just think that's the model. We got to get, if you watch their outside linebackers, their first movement is up the field and try to contain number 9. And I don't blame them. That's what they should do. So we had a lot of success running up the middle, especially with a lead blocker. You got those two Mikes standing in the middle. If you can get one of them, then you just got to break one and you're 15 yards down the field. So see us run up the middle and see us go down the field. We've got really talented receivers, very talented receivers that I trust. And clearly Coach Whitten trusts because he did that, called that play, and we just threw the ball up and he went and got it. So
there at the bottom of the screen is Cade Russell. Out of pads, out of action the rest of the night here.
But he is upright, walking around,
That's
still
it.
at the field.
Won't be back with us tonight. First and 10, 20-yard line. Here we go. 80 yards to tie it here in the third. Jariah tucks it and brings it. Griffin brings it up and crosses out the 22, 23-yard line. Tackle made, turnaround young. Let's give props to number 6. Why would I not know? He's been there everywhere tonight for Science Hill. Baylor Necessary. Outstanding linebacker for Science Hill.
Yeah, those linebackers have done a really good job on our run game. And once again, you're just seeing.
Cramped up Cyclone.
Goodness.
That's Jariah.
Yeah, that's Jariah.
So Gib Moppin will go in, number 12, to take the place of Jariah Griffin, who's got a cramp.
We got another receiver out here stretching.
Yep. So Gib Moppin about to go on the field here and take the place of Jariah Griffin. His first looks for Moppin. Number 12, Gib, the junior, threw a touchdown pass down in that win over CAK in the Jamboree. Nice-looking bomb. And, of course, we called his games last year in the JV, and he can throw it all over the field. Certainly capable of engineering this offense here.
Yep.
So, Jariah coming off with a cramp.
Tell you one of the things this coaching staff has done is worked really hard at having an offensive line and a defensive line. The big guys start cramping, you start getting in real trouble because then you can't protect your skill guys. Our skill guys are cramping a little bit because they're going both ways, but these big guys up front are really fresh. And that's a testament to this coaching staff for making sure that they take care of that.
Second and 6, 24-yard line, Moppin your QB. He'll hand off to Nate. Stevens gets some running room. He'll take it out to the 25, 26, 27-yard line. Picks up 2 or 3 more. Necessary again, number 6, making the stop. Among others like Amoya and also 21 for Science Hill. Call out the name of Zeph Fagyak. Love that name. That's a football name. Fegyak. Fagyak. Making the stop. Third and 3. Cyclones at the 27, trailing 14-7, third quarter. 8:04 mark to play. At a sold-out, standing room only, Citizens Bank Stadium. The attendants have no clue. I know it holds 6,500, but it's got more than that. Hand off to Nate's got the first down and more. He needed 3. He got about 3 or 4 or 5. Double C Western Supply, first down. Nate Stevens working off the left side behind the Hogs, coach, and got the first down for the Orange and Black.
That quick hit right there off those tackles really working well because, again, those outside linebackers are coming up so hard, it's just easy to go right underneath them. I'd keep on doing that, and if they want to come on down inside, then we can start hitting that outside. I really like Coach Wynn's play calling right there.
First down to the 33-yard line. Clock 7:33 to go in the third. We trail 14-7. Cyclones showing 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side in the wideout. Single setback of Stevens. Mopping your quarterback at the 33. Gibb will hand off. He'll give it to Nate, and Nate is bottled up on that one. They were waiting on him at the 30, losing 3 on the play. 34 everywhere for Science Hill. Kevin Amua is how you say it. All right, we'll go with Amua.
Yeah, Ben O'Daniel, that 5 technique, 7 technique for Science Hill is really talented as well. He's doing such a good job shoving back inside.
Second and 12, 31-yard line. 6:54 to go in the third, trailing 14-7. Amua. Is that right? Is that how I say it? Amua. He can play.
Correct.
34 can play, I can tell you that. Moppin, toss sweep to Stevens. Tries to get outside, cuts back him inside, and bottled up and dropped to the 31-yard line. No gain, 3rd and 12 now.
Science Hill's done a really good job of seeing that Jariah is out. We're bringing a quarterback off the bench cold. Probably don't want to throw a whole lot and just really stacking the box. So if you want to get a first down here, you're probably going to have to throw it.
Yep. 3rd and 12. 3rd and 11 from the 32. 6:18 to go in the third. Moppin with 3 to the near side, the wide side of the field. An obvious passing situation, I would think. 3rd and 11 to the 43 to move the sticks. 3rd and 11 from the 32. Gibb. Long count Moppin. Rolls his way. Wants to throw. Throws it out in the flat, and it's going to be out of bounds to Dalton Mitchell. At double coverage downfield. Incomplete. And it's 4th down. And Williams on to punt the football. 5:58 to go in the third. We trail 14-7.
Science Hill does a really good job of covering up right there. And
they did.
Not an awful throw. He put it where only our guy could get to it, which is really what you want in that situation, just a little bit out in front. And we have another penalty flag.
5:58 to go third quarter. The penalty bug has bit this team. You can tell it's the first game of the season. It's sloppy. Plus, as we said in the outset of the broadcast, a lot of new kids on either side of the football. So, sideline warning against Science Hill.
So that first one doesn't count. Second one would be an unsportsmanlike.
Yep. So it's 4th and 11 from the 32. So lots of new faces on both sides of the football, and you're seeing a bunch of kids grow up here tonight out of necessity due to graduation from these two ball clubs. 4th and 11 from the 32. 5:58 to go in the third. We trail 14-7. Next Friday night, an open date. Science Hill will entertain Anderson County, and then we'll go to Greenville. Got back-to-back road games to Greenville and Daniel Boone. Williams, good twister, kick. Nice kick. Low kick hits to the 40, takes a cyclone roll to the 35, and out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Nice kick by Mason Williams. 5:50 to go, third quarter. Coach needs to stop right here defensively. Out on the field goes 33 for the Cyclones. That would be Markel Chappelle. Hughes, also 55 for the Cyclones. J.C. Andes. Some of the defensive folks, Ben Adams. And a media timeout. So we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Right after this, third quarter, we trail 14-7. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
Hey, my name is Dante, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nuggets is the authentic taste of it. You can tell it's freshly breaded, seasoned perfectly, and it just has this unique taste that compares to no other. Once I bite into it,
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Coming back. First play, Dukes got handed off and got Eli Williams stopped Dukes at the 33-yard line, maybe the 34, picks up 1. 2nd and 9, third quarter, 5:30 to go.
Wow.
Williams has picked him up and put him down to the artificial turf here. I formation over center, Swartz. 2 tight end set. Tailback end off Dukes. Dukes will be up the middle, and it's going to be stopped again. Cyclones gang tackle him at the 35 for 1 yard pickup. Markel Chappelle there, number 33. Mason Ball, number 82, and coming up at the bottom of the pile. Bounce up here and tell me who you are, sir. Turn around so I can give you credit. Should be, it is, number 55, J.C. Andes. So it's 3rd down, Coach, and 7 now for the Hilltoppers. Interesting offensive set.
Well, I'm assuming it's because of the snaps. So they went under center, brought in a fullback, 2 tight ends, and 1 wide receiver. I'd hate to think the last time Science Hill got in a set like that.
3rd and 7 from the 36. Got to stop him here. 4-man front. Low snap. Swartz. Play action looking. Downfield's got a man down there, and it's going to be caught at the 30-yard line. Nice razzle-dazzle catch made by 14. His first touch tonight, Evan Watson. It's a big one. All the way down to the Cyclone 30-yard line. Defending the football was Bryson Rowland. But Watson takes it all the way down to the Cyclone 31-yard line. Big play. First down, Science Hill.
Yeah, pretty good pressure right there, and he just unloads the ball thinking there's a chance, and Bryson kind of got lost on the coverage.
1st and 10, 30-yard line. Big play for Science Hill to keep the drive going here. Clock, 4:21, 3rd quarter. We trail by a touchdown. Long count. Swartz rolls this way. Jason turns the corner on the keeper. To the 30, cuts up inside and is brought down at about the 26-yard line. He was bearing down on him. He turned the corner. He put a hit on him. Caleb Holzer, 27, making a stop for the Cyclones. Another flag on the play. Maybe a hold on Science Hill. They're walking back downfield.
Yeah, it was if we go back to that pass play, it's really tough coverage right there because the ball's so wildly underthrown. You're with a guy, and all of a sudden he just cuts under you.
Yeah.
You know, and you're kind of sitting back here going, dadgummit, you lost him, but it just is such an erratic throw that it was hard to cover. Guy does a good job, makes a play. But, man, that run defense is really short up. Those guys got a lot to be proud of with what they've done. They had 118 yards at the end of the first quarter. They're sitting at 92 yards right now.
40-yard line penalty, 1st and 19 from the 40. Break for the Cyclones. Hand off to Chester. Chester just drops his head and goes to the 40, and that's about all he gets. Good pursuit inside of the interior wall for the Cyclone defense. Shankles was there with the assist, but at the bottom of the play, out of fairness, Mason Ball, and also 63, Eli Guest, the junior for the Cyclones, to the 39-yard line, 2nd and 18, 3:35 to go, 3rd quarter. We trail 14-7. Tell you what, Coach, this is a head knocking.
Yeah.
They are putting the wood on each other out there tonight. This is a hard-hitting football game.
There's going to be some sore puppy dogs in the morning.
Phew, me, oh my. There's some contact out there. 2nd and 18 from the 39, Swartz out of the gun. Jason hands off to Chester. Chester tries to get outside. He does to the 30 and angles to the far side and down to the 29-yard line. Picks up about 10. Tackle made. Stevens making a stop for the Cyclones. That would be number 21, Nate the Skate Stevens. Ball at the 29-yard line. 3rd down and 8. Another big play for Science Hill's offense and a bigger play for our defense, been out there for a while. 2:45 to go, 3rd quarter, clock rolling. Science Hill leads at 14-7. 3rd and 8 from our 29. To the 21 to move the sticks. Got to stop them here and get the football back. Science Hill may think it's 4-down territory. I don't know. Let's stop them right here. Swartz hands off to Chester. Chester to the 25's got the first down and more to the 15. Dragging bodies down to the 10 to the 19-yard pickup. First down, Science Hill. He just went right up the middle and took it right down to the 10-yard line. Picked up 19 yards. Slago in there now defensively, the freshman making a stop. 1st and 10 from the 11. Chester again goes to the 10, gets shoved back that time. Dalton Mitchell, number 18, on the play. Also for the Cyclones coming up off the play. Turnaround youngin, that would be Peyton. It's like Blevins making a stop.
Blevins.
Yep. 2nd and 9 from the 10-yard line. 1:52 to go in the 3rd. Science Hill knocking on the door. Got to stop him right here. Handoff, Dukes. Dukes.
Ball.
Fumble football. They may have gotten back. He fumbled it, coughed it up, and then one of the big hogs jumped on it. Big 68 saved it for him.
Boy, that thing was on the ground. Felt like for 10 seconds, didn't it? And it just kind of rolled, and the lineman just kept moving and moving, and nobody could get to the football. That was a long 3 or 4 seconds right there. Ball's on the ground.
Camille Redford got it on the fumble recovery for Science Hill. 3rd down and 8 from the 9-yard line. Another big play for our defense. Swartz wants to throw and does, and it's going to be penalty flag. Don't call pass interference. Yep.
They got it
over
right.
the shoulder, tried to knock that ball down. They're going to be called for pass interference on the Cyclones.
Just got there a hair too early.
Yep.
Golly, had good coverage.
Had
too.
good coverage. Pass interference. That's a big break for Science Hill. Pass interference. Science Hill will get a big break here on a 3rd and 8 from the 9-yard line. 1:11 to go in the 3rd. On the clock here at Citizens Bank Stadium. Hard-fought football game. And it's not over yet. But we got to stop them right here. We can ill afford to let these guys score the way their defense has been playing tonight. Science Hill's defense has been very, very good. 3rd down. We'll check that. 1st down now with a penalty. 1st and goal. I'm sorry. 3rd down and 4. 4.5. Hand off to Chester. Chester down inside Submarines. Did he get close? And he did not score, I don't think. We stopped him. Coming up off the play at the bottom for the Cyclones. Looks like 67. We're going to give him credit for the tackle. Landon Hughes. 4th and 1 from the 2. Big play here. 4th and 1 from the 2-yard line. Down to 30 seconds to go here. Clock continues to roll. Science Hill has all their timeouts here in the second half.
Not sure what's happened, but officials have, all right, looking like a timeout.
Timeout, Science Hill. 4th and 1 from the 2-yard line. Coach, get out your dry erase board. What we do here defensively, how do we stop these guys? They've come at us with Dukes, Chester, Swartz running the ball. What do we do to stop them here?
Let's just put it this way. If you had $1,000 and you're in Vegas, would you bet run or pass?
I'm betting Micah Dukes.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm betting.
And I think we got to play that way. I think you got to sell out right here. I mean, this is, offense has had moments of brilliance tonight, that's for sure. But, you've got to just really do everything you can to keep them at 1 touchdown. And if they want to try to throw it, go for it. But the young man playing quarterback hasn't completed a pass tonight, and the only pass he has completed was to us. So at this point, I'm stacking that box. I'm putting every bit of beef I got on the hoof out there.
He ain't throwing his ball.
I'm really trying to stop him in the backfield.
I don't think he's going to throw it. I think he's going to go with Dukes because he's been your money dog. I mean, he's been the bowling ball you can't stop. He's had a big night tonight.
Well, if they do throw it.
What's the rushing on Dukes? How many yards? And I'm doing it, okay. 4th and 1 from the 2. Here we go. Dukes has had a heck of a night. Let's see if we can stop him. 22 seconds to go in the 3rd. Working off the right side. It'll be 4th and 1 from the 2-yard line. Can we stop him? Hand off. Swartz will keep it, and he got stopped. He didn't get it. Cyclone stop him. We stop him and slung him around like a rag doll.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play, and it's going to be illegal procedure. Science Hill to replay the down, though.
That actually hurts us.
It hurts us because we stopped them, and they get a chance to replay the down. Son of a gun.
Looks like they are going to kick, so they will kick. Dadgummit. Oh, man. I swear.
Stopped them, and they have a legal procedure against Science Hill, which turns out to be a break for them.
Yeah.
They get another down to replay it, and now they're going to go, let's go field goal with Turin. Number 83 will be out there to kick it.
I didn't see anybody trying to stop that football play.
Max Turin.
Kevin's got number 1 for 37 yards, Tom. It's been a tough 37. So now they're going to get to kick it.
So Turin for the field goal try. They'll mark it at about the 14, a 24-yard field goal.
Tough angle, though.
It is a tough angle. It's on the far hash mark, not in the middle of the field. Turin for the 24-yard field goal here in the closing moments of the 3rd. We're down 7. We're down 10 if he makes it.
Quarterback holding. Watch out for a fake. Be a good time for one, wouldn't it?
Yes. Here we go. 4th and 8 from the 7, but trying a field goal here of 24 yards for Max Turin. Big play in this football game right here. Wind the clock, and here we go. Schwartz down on 2 knees to take the snap. Ball down. It's up. It's end over end. It's long enough, and it is good. 24-yard field goal. Turin, 17-7 Science Hill. So it makes it a 17-7 football game, but the silver lining is they didn't score a touchdown. They got 3 instead of 7.
They did. Keeps it right there, very much so in touch. And this offense get a meaningful possession right here. Put 3 or 7 on the board. Bring us right back into that one score. It's where we want to be going into that last quarter of the football game. That's for sure.
Hello, Whitney Taylor and Mary Christian, Michelle Taylor and Chelsea Ortiz and Joanne Gray and Lauren Barker. Thank you guys for watching. Cyclones trail 17-7 third quarter. All right, Coach, what do we do now here? Offensively, we need points. We need a sustained drive or a quick score. Either way, we just need points.
Yeah, it's got to go fast. We're going to have to air it out just a little bit. We've not been – I don't think we've been in jeopardy of breaking a long run yet. They're collapsing on everything. The middle of the field's been pretty open, they're just flying to the outside trying to contain number 9. I don't blame them. It's worked pretty stinking good. If you're them, you're probably going to keep on doing it and say, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to throw it. And if we're going to beat them, we're going to have to throw it. So that is a fact right now, and we're going to have to throw it around a little bit to try to score one quick.
Their defense has been very, very good tonight for Science Hill. Turin on the kick. Backpedaling to Mitchell. Takes it Dalton to the 15, to the 20. 25. Tries to get up the field to about the 27, 28-yard line. Necessary, he's been everywhere. This kid is a player, folks. Baylor Necessary, only a 10th grader. Number 6 for Science Hill.
Those Science Hill linebackers, that's a good-looking squad.
Oh, boy, they can play.
There's a good bunch that you can tell really takes pride in what they do. And talent is one thing, but you can tell that those young men have been working all summer.
10 seconds, 1st and 10 to the 28-yard line. 10 seconds to the third quarter, 17-7. Quarterback back out there will be Jeriah Griffin working through the cramps. He's back. Griffin, toss sweep to Stevens, tries to turn the corner, reverses his field. Nate tries to get up the field, turns the corner to the 30. Stevens 35. He's at the 39-yard line as the quarter ends here. Nate Stevens reverses his field, takes the 28 out to about the 39-yard line. No flags on play, and the third quarter's in the books. We go to the fourth. We trail 17-7. Come back with us. You're watching Elizabeth and
What's your definition of fresh? At Food City, ours starts every morning as our certified butchers hand cut everything you see behind the counter fresh that day. Fresh also means our beef is ground in the store several times a day. Time-stamped with the hour it was ground. That's a fresh guarantee. The fact is, it just doesn't get any fresher than this. That's why we say, start fresh with Food City.
If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union folks for a most competitive auto loan rate on both new and used vehicles. And if you're offered a rate that is lower, check with a Happy Valley Credit Union loan officer to see if you qualify for a matched rate by the credit union. Always be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union folks before you finance an automobile anywhere else. Happy Valley Credit Union, C Street, Elizabethton, behind Walgreens. Here we go. Here we go, starting the fourth quarter. Ryan Presnell, Cassie Fowler, and yours truly, Tom Diller, bringing it to you. We are live here at Citizens Bank Stadium, standing room only, 17-7. It's been a rock'em sock'em defensive football game, no question. One of our great sponsors, the good folks, thank you again to the Jewelers Bench. Again, they've got the Pandora bracelets, the Pandora charms, they've got rings. As I said, as a testimonial, bought rings there, bought a cross necklace there, bought a bracelet there.
I got to go tomorrow.
The Jewelers Bench?
My Quelo, the little rubber ring.
Broke.
That's at the bottom of Watauga.
Oh.
I don't know. It just came off.
Yeah.
I did a cannonball, and there she went.
Cannonball?
So
it's called girth.
I got to go see the good. What'd you say?
It's called girth. It's called gravity, Hoss. And the ring is at the bottom of the lake. So you're going to get you a little new rubber wedding band.
With the fishes, you see.
Daddy the fishies?
Yeah, so
what did Mrs. Presnell say about that when your ring came off?
Yeah,
you're going to jeweler's bench.
Everybody in town knows who I'm married to.
That's all right.
Formality at this point.
Yeah. However, you're going to the jeweler's bench.
That's right.
Tomorrow. Right across from Port Travis Deli, the only full-time, full-service jewelry store in Elizabeth and Carter County. Do a great job. 40-yard line, here we go. Starting the fourth quarter, down 10. We got to make it happen here. A little Cyclone, orange and black comeback. Coming this way to Nate. Nate tries to turn the corner. Stevens at the 40. Stevens going to be hog-tied and brought down to the 40-yard line. They got some great outside speed. Number 3 made that tackle. That would be Kendall Bumpus. And a Hilltopper down with a cramp.
Goodness.
That would be Daniel, number 48. Ben O'Daniel. And so Aaron Kaiser's been busy tonight. Dr. Kaiser from Physical Therapy Services been out there on the field.
You guys are going so hard, man.
We've had more stoppage in this game.
Anything like it. It's 9:48, so we've been playing for 2 hours and 18 minutes, and the fourth quarter just started.
Yep. Folks are still asking me who got tossed, and we don't know.
Do not know. Do not know.
So Daniel is the player down with a cramp right now. Science Hill goes back home for Anderson County. We'll have a week off to adjust and fix and get ready for Greenville, which is a big football game. They got Knox Central tonight. Ben O'Daniel up and okay. That's a good thing. Greenville? Yeah. The Bobcats have been caged. Kevin said 49-zip Greenville. Oh, boy. It's at a halftime? Nice. Well, either Greenville's the juggernaut we think they are all year in, year out, or the Bobcats ain't much. Either way, 49-0.
14 days, we'll find out.
You got it. We'll be on the bus going there. Coach Van Huss does our road games. You're back with me on the 16th with that brand new. Ronnie was up here at halftime. Multiple cameras. We're going to have a really snazzy new production. Oh, yeah.
Come a long way from that little webcam you used to put on top of that laptop.
You got that right. Ronnie Brookshire is helping us. Griffin keeps it himself. Jariah fakes the handoff and keeps it out to the 44-yard line. Picks up 3 or 4 on a second down call. Clock rolling, 11:21 to play. We're trail 17-7. Need a big play right here. And Jariah is now
cramping again.
He's cramping again. Yep.
He's been doing a lot of both ways.
So Gib Maupin may want to get ready here. We'll see Red Schlegel Monday night, the freshman quarterback. On the JV game, we'll bring that to 6 o'clock, and our right tackle jumped.
That's a big penalty.
Yep. Puts us back to the 40 now. Number 50 jumped for us, Seth Campbell, sophomore lineman. Things to clean up for sure. Maupin went out on the field, and Griffin stays on the field. Third and 10 Cyclones at the 40-yard line. Clock 10:44 and moving in the ball game. Time for an orange and black comeback big play we need right here. Jariah looking, flushed out of the pocket, and he wants to throw and has to run out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. They were bearing down on him. 21 for Science Hill, Zeph Fegyak. And big 58 was getting ready to drop the hammer on him too, Kevin Smith. Fourth down, got to punt the football.
Penalty's a big hurt. You get in a situation there where everybody in the place knows you're going to throw. 3rd and 5, you kind of got some options, right? 3rd and 10, you've got no options. They drop everything they've got into coverage.
17-7. Fourth quarter. Williams. Another punt. Bounces around. It'll be down at the 30-yard line by Caleb Holzer. So the Cyclone D back out there trying to get a turnover, get something. And, of course, Science Hill at this point just ball control and eat up that clock at the 10:24 mark to play. We trail 17-7. A lot of football left here.
Again, I can't say enough, how positive of a change those front seven have made towards this running game of Science Hill. I mean, we were getting just absolutely boulder dashed in that first quarter. And since then, I mean, they've just done a super good job of locking down. Only 126 yards rushing at this point. Like I said, at the end of the first quarter, they had 118. So since then, they've given up 8 total yards of rushing and just done a superb job of making adjustments, of hemming these guys in and keeping them inside, and really giving us a fighting chance at this football game. I mean, really, that's the thing that's just kept us in it. Try to let this offense find something that's going to get going. But at this point, that clock is really hurting you. And if I'm Stacey Carter, I'll tell you what, that ball's staying on the ground for every single football play for the next 10 minutes and 24 seconds.
So 1st and 10 Cyclones. Defending this football, Science Hill's got it at their 31-yard line. We get the ball back. Swartz, hands off. Nope, keeps himself, and he'll get it up to about the 35, pushing away to the 36-yard line. On the keeper, fake the dive. Swartz kept it, and he made the tackle for the Cyclones. We'll pick our Port Trav Deli player of the game coming up here. Not sure who got that tackle, but he gets 6 yards on the keeper by Swartz. Clock, 10 minutes to play. We're down 10. Schwartz, Jason. Hands off to Chester. Chester to the 39, and that's all. Eli Williams brought the house to him and dropped him. Eli Williams, number 16, can bring it.
Yeah, really good open field tackle right there. Just closed up with him, and there was no doubt when he put the wood to him that he was going to break through that tackle. That was perfect.
3rd and 2 from the 39-yard line. 9:34 to play. Swartz got to stop him here. Hands off to Chester. Chester, I don't think he's going to get it. They stopped him. That last-second hit by the Cyclones. Who got him? Mason Ball initially. Markel, 32 got him for the Cyclones.
Golly, Science Hill.
Andrew Blevins.
They left a lot of time on the clock. I mean, they pretty much picked it up and ran it, didn't they? I don't understand that.
4th and 1 from the 40. Let's see what they're going to do. Looks like their punt team's coming out.
Yeah, they're going to have to.
We get the football back down 10 with 9 minutes to go in the game, and going back now, Dalton Mitchell for the punt return.
Once again, those front seven, man, I just can't say enough good things about those guys. That was actually textbook run defense right there. And they're only going to get about a minute and a half off the clock.
JV football Monday night against Science Hill here. We'll start at about 5:50. Kickoffs at 6. Junior Cyclone football here tomorrow. We've got a triple hitter.
Delay game penalty.
Beginning at 3:30 with the orange grass cutters of Brian Jenkins, then Scotty Baker's Junior Pee-wees, and then Sean Whitten's Junior Pee-wees. So we'll bring you 3 tomorrow on the camera right here. Penalty on the Hilltoppers. Puts it back to the 35 now. Mitchell walks it up to about the 40 to anticipate the punt here on our own 40. On the running kick, off the side of the foot, not real good again. And it's going to hit and bounce back for the Cyclones down inside Science Hill territory. They down it quickly at the 44. 29 down to down it. That would be Zane Huff, the 10th grader.
It was a 7-yard punt.
1st and 10 Cyclones. We've been given a gift here on a very poor punt, and we got to make the most of it here. We trail at the 44-yard line, 1st and 10, 17-7, 8:26 to go in the ball game. All kinds of time here. But we got to maximize our opportunity here, Coach. We got a good field position at the 44.
This has got to have points on the back end. You know, you got to go 20 yards, get in field goal range. You got to go 44 yards for a touchdown. Really, we need the touchdown, Tom. I'm not going to lie to you.
Griffin will start at 1st and 10 to the 44 on the offensive set. Jariah tries to turn the corner and does, and slides down to about the 41-yard line.
Why? So we had false start. Our receivers were not set, but I don't understand why this official continues to let offensive plays run. That's what cost us the 3 points earlier. So that'll be 5 on us.
Another penalty for Elizabeth, and they're adding up here. 10 tonight, you think?
At least.
Out to the 49-yard line. So the clock stops at 8:19 to play. Penalty Cyclones replay the down. 1st and 15 now at the Hilltopper 49-yard line. Dry out of the gun. Griffin looking, throwing, caught. Teddy Orton at the 46-yard line, picks up 3. So to the 46 now. 7:55 to go, clock rolling, we're down 10, 17-7. Jariah barking instructions at his offensive set on a 2nd and 13 from the 47. Looking, Jariah wants to throw. He's got a man down there, and it's going to be picked off. Orton stopped on the play, and it's a free ball, and Science Hill intercepts it. Miscommunication, and Science Hill gets the INT by Derek Smith. It's a big play there.
Yeah. Not sure if the receiver thought he was going to run it. I think he may have turned around to start blocking when he saw him get out of the pocket. I think Jariah thought he was breaking loose and put it down the field, and the free safety's just there to mop up.
So miscommunication on the play. He threw it where somebody was supposed to be, and for whatever reason they weren't, and it was a free ball taken by Derek Smith. Science Hill, they got the football. 7:34 to play. And off to Dukes. Dukes tries to get outside. He does. He's to the 30. He's at the 35, out to the 37-yard line. Tackle made by Dalton Mitchell. Duke's been a bowling ball, folks. He's a load. Clock rolling, 7:21 to go, and a 1st and 10 out of the 38-yard line. First down, Science Hill. Railroad Rumble Part 2. Winner takes the trophy and puts in their case for the next year. Swartz to keep it. Turns the corner. He'll go out of bounds at about the 39-yard line.
Yeah, the clock manager of Science Hill is really struggling to run out of bounds right there. Cost you 40 seconds, right? So they continue to keep this door open for the Cyclones. I mean, we're not out of this. 7 minutes left. We're down by 10. We can certainly get something done right here if we can get a stop.
Yep. Second down from the 38-yard line. Second and we're going to call it 2nd and 10. 7:02 to go in the ball game. Schwartz with Chester back there as a single setback. Long count for Jason Schwartz. He'll hand off to Chester. Chester will work off left side, and he'll plow his way to the 40, 41, 42-yard line. Blevins making a stop. Was that Dukes? I'm sorry, it's Dukes making a carry. Andrew Blevins got him. Third down and about 4.5, call it 5 for Science Hill. 6:42 to play. Got to stop them here.
Yeah, you do.
This is a must stop here. Cannot let them move the sticks. The clock's rolling. 6:32 to play. We're down 10. Got to get the football back. Trailing 17-7. 3rd and 5 from the 43. And it's going to be a first down for Science Hill. Second effort got it for him. Tackle made by Dalton Mitchell. Chester brings it to close to midfield to the 49-yard line. Move the sticks, first down, Science Hill. Clock, 6 minutes to play. We trail 17-7. 5:57 to go. Science Hill methodically watching his clock trickle down here to their favor, leading by 10 and have the football at their own 49. Hand off to Chester. Chester will crack it off left side to continue to go that way. And that time, again, stopping it, the Cyclones. Who got him? Markel? Nope, not Markel. Turn around, youngin. Xavier Small's making a stop with the Cyclones. At about the 48-yard line. Clock inside of 6 with a 5:24 to play. And rolling in favor of the Hilltoppers. 17-7 Science Hill, fourth quarter. Swartz, long count. 2nd and 6 from the 47. And now they'll blow the play dead.
Timeout.
Flag on the play. I think somebody called a timeout. Science Hill burns a timeout. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll be right back for one of our great sponsors. Let's bring in Advanced Heat Pump Systems. We'll do that right after this timeout. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football.
It's important to hire a professional because you want a quality, trained, and licensed person working in your home. All of my staff are factory trained and have years of experience. With today's technology in heating and air conditioning systems, you want a trained professional working on your system. Our motivation to provide our customers with the best service is years of experience. We've been in business for 35 years and we plan on being in business for another 35 years, so we want to make our customers happy.
Back at Citizen Bank Stadium. Clock 5:04 to play. We're down 17-7 here. We will look at a 2nd and 6 from our 47-yard line. Off next week to fix what needs to be fixed and tweak and fine-tune and get ready for the remaining 8 games of the season. Only a 9-game slate this year. From the 47, 2nd and 6. Chester, far side, turns the corner, 45, and a flag flies. He'll be dropped to the 43. Been a penalty fest tonight, folks.
It's unbelievable. And like I said, I think we've seen one penalty. It's pretty ridiculous. But other than that, I mean, we're just not seeing it. It's just been that sloppy. You know, both teams, we've talked about it pregame. We talked about it at halftime. These are young football teams that are just kind of finding their way through this football game with kind of lights off in the room looking for the light switch on the wall. They're finding it every once in a while, but it's pretty messy along the way.
2 young teams on a big night tonight. Full house, standing room only, and making some mistakes. This is a growing up game for these 2 football programs. A lot of football left, obviously, for both teams, but in the season opener.
It's a big penalty.
From the 44-yard lines where the market. Schwartz busted play, running for dear life. Chappelle was back there to blow up the play, and Mason Ball's helmet popped off. He'll have to come off the field. He'll be replaced by 32, Andrew Blevins. And then Markel Chappelle comes off the field. And he'll be replaced by 36 for the Cyclones, Xavier Smalls. Clock trickles, 4:34 to play. We trail 17-7. Third and 16. Science Hill in no hurry to run these plays because the clock is rolling in their favor. From the 43, hand off to Dukes. Dukes will grind his way to the 50. Another flag on the play.
I think you're just going to have to decline this one if it's against them because we cannot give. I don't think you want to give them another shot. If it's me, I want to go ahead and kick it. We need to get this football back.
Third and 16 from the 43. It's going to be against Science Hill. The penalty?
Of course, let me see. It kind of depends on where it's at.
Blocking below the waist on Science Hill.
Is that a 15?
Yes.
And from the spot, so yeah, you're going to take that one. Boy, that's a big shift, Tom. Man, you're talking 25 yards right there, buddy, because they had a 10-yard gain. It's going to negate that, and then 10 more after that, so that's a 20-yard penalty.
All the way back down to the 31-yard line. 4:07 to go. We trail 17-7. Third and 27. Got to stop them here and get the football back. They'll have to punt it. But they'll get this first down. They need to get down to our 41 to keep the chains moving. Hand off to Schwartz. He'll go up the middle. He's not going to get it. We bottle him up and stop him at the 32-yard line.
Probably burn one right here.
We have 3 timeouts left. They have 1, and so Science Hill's going to punt the football. We're going to get the ball back.
Well, I'll tell you, we're going to come out of this with good field position, Tom. Going to be about 3 minutes left on the clock. Try to make some magic.
We're not out of this. Orange and black comeback. We got to do it right here, though.
If you'll notice, he's moved Dalton Mitchell over to get this run in the kick. If we can scoot up and grab one, I'm telling you, it's one tackle and gone.
There's the kick. It's going to hit and bounce, and Science Hill downs it at the 40-yard line. He let that keep bouncing. It was.
I think there may be interference with the fair catch right here.
Flag at the play at the 40-yard line. These guys have been busy tonight.
It's been unbelievable. I mean, it's at least every other play. I don't know what that call is. Did you see that?
Nope. I want to say because he called fair catch. Did he get in the bubble or the neutral zone area? Let's see. Let's see what it's going to be.
I have no idea what that is. So it looks like a 5-yard penalty from.
I have no clue what that one is. That's a new hand gesture for me.
They've used them all tonight.
Holding on a fair catch. I think I heard Jason say that. Sneak next door after this play and find out what that call was. Jariah at the 31-yard line. We know we're down 32-yard line. Clock at 3:10 to go in the ball game. We're down 10. We got to make something happen right now here. And they'll blow the play dead. No, the flag.
This is unbelievable.
Illegal procedure, I'm sure, the Cyclones. Yep. False start. It don't matter. I don't know what that last call was. It doesn't matter. We got the ball, and then we turn around and commit a penalty. So the penalty bug has bit this football team tonight. And it'll get corrected and cleaned up. Jariah out of the gun. Griffin running. Spins up the field, and Griffin will go to the 29-yard line. Keeps it and gets it 2 on the play. 2:55 to play in the ball game. Picks up 2. Try to look downfield, and the receivers were bottled up. Science Hill's defense is really, really good. Would you concur?
Yeah, absolutely. They've just done a really, really good job of just taking care of business.
Staying at home.
Keeping everything put up and playing responsibility football.
Yeah. Playing their positions. They're been good job tonight, Science Hill. Griffin turns the corner. Jariah to the 31, 32-yard line. Picks up about 3 on the play. Clock at 2:29 to go in the ball game. Cyclones trailing 17-7 here. Trying to get something going. 2:19 to go. Baylor Necessary's been everywhere tonight. This kid is a heck of a football player, only a sophomore. We'll see him for 2 more years. Next year we'll be back over there in Johnson City. And our 4-game winning streak is about to be snapped here. Jariah looks out in the flat. Caught. Nope. Out of the hands of Teddy Orton. Incomplete. Jariah put him on the numbers, but tried to catch and turn upfield and couldn't hang on to the football. Incomplete. Clock stops. 1:56 to go in the ball game. 17-7. Science Hill. So we'll reload, regroup, and be ready to go in a week or 2 weeks from tonight. Tomorrow, Junior Cyclones will bring you the Orange Grass Cutters of Brian Jenkins, the Junior Pee-wees of Scotty Baker and Sean Whitten's teams. Monday, we got JV football. Science Hill coming here, 6 o'clock kickoff. We'll stream that one before we can see our JV guys. Jariah running the football. Jariah tries to get outside, stiff arm, and brought down to the 30. And a tackle made there, a great open field tackle by Zeph Fegyak.
Young man's played a heck of a football game.
Science Hill takes over on downs. Clock at 1:49 to go in the ball game. Trailing 17-7.
TV timeout.
Television timeout. We'll take a break. We'll be right back for Ivy Hill Nursing Home. One of our great sponsors on Cyclone Football. Again, the great folks at Ivy Hill Nursing Home. Joseph Taylor, tell us what it's all about.
Yes, sir. We specialize in short-term rehab or long-term care. We accept all major insurances. We accept Medicare, Medicaid. What we really love is people that come in that have had a knee replacement, hip replacement, come to Ivy Hall for some inpatient rehab. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We have a full-time respiratory therapist. And Tom, you can see I'm a big guy, so you know I like food. I know good food, and Ivy Hall specializes in home-cooked meals, three good meals a day. You can catch me every day right at the door getting my tray myself.
There you go. That's awesome. How do we find out more about Ivy Hall on social media?
Yes, sir. We have a Facebook page, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or a website, ivyhallnursing.com.
One of our great sponsors, folks. Glad to have them on board. Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. So we're back here again. Clock is in favor of Science Hill. 1:49 to go. We trail 17-7. Hilltoppers with the football. Taking over on downs. And Chester jumped, and that's another penalty flag.
Goodness gracious.
So a 5-yard penalty on Science Hill. First and 15 now from the 36-yard line. The 36, clock, 1:48 to play. New quarterback, number 5, Tyler Moon's going to run the ball now. Moon will keep it and go. Moon will be at the 35 and spins his way upfield inside the 30. Eli Williams making yet another tackle. Coach, he's been everywhere tonight, sir. Eli Williams been the man. David Crowder, United States Navy, Mikey Schonkweller, hope I'm saying it right. U.S. Air Force missing their first Elizabeth and Science Hill game in 4 years. You're very welcome. We can do that, absolutely. Just now saw that. 17-7. David Crowder, United States Navy, and Mikey Schonkweller in the United States Air Force missing the first game tonight. Well, hopefully we've brought you what you wanted to hear, folks.
Looks like he'll have to run one more play, and that'll probably be it.
44 seconds to go here. Science Hill's going to take that Railroad Rumble Part 2 trophy back to Johnson City. Moon, your quarterback. 17-7. A lot of mistakes on both sides, really. The penalties would certainly indicate that. Moon will keep it. Moon to the 25. He stays on his feet and motors it down to about the 16-yard line. Tackle made. Caleb Holzer making a stop, number 27. 17-16, Science Hill celebrating across the way. They're going to take that trophy back to Johnson City. The clock trickles down here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's your football game. Science Hill wins it 17-7. Railroad Rumble Part 2. Now it's even Steven in that category. And the series' 97th meeting will go to Science Hill. Now 56-36-5 is the series, and the final score 17-7. Coach, what do you think, sir?
It's part of a process.
Yeah.
A lot of football there. We got
yeah.
things to figure out. Everybody knew that. You know, it's going to be a good football team by the end of the season. I know that. There were some bright things. That defense was certainly a bright thing. It stopped some really good rushers tonight. You know, like I said, I mean, they only gave up 70 yards rushing since the first quarter. And so there's things to build on. You know, the quarterback thing got improved there, right? But that's going to happen. You got good athletes at that position. You got a lot of good supporting cast. Just got to run the football a little better and establish yourself a little bit better in the running game. Got to try to get down the field just a little bit more. So go to the film, you know, get studying.
Congratulations.
You got 2 weeks to prepare for.
You be on the show? Okay.
Prepare for Greenville. and do that. And so, scheduling kind of stinks as far as like that's our next game and that's our first district game. But hey, that's the way it's played out. So they'll go back to the drawing board, and I got full faith in this staff and these kids that they will put their best foot forward in 2 weeks from tonight. And by golly, that's what Cyclones do: win, lose, or draw. So proud of these kids for battling the way they did through a lot of adversity tonight, but came up a little bit short. Go back to the drawing board, and let's get the next one.
Science Hill wins it 17-7. We'll come back and recap the scoring and close it out after this from Lingerfield Drug Center. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone football. Carter Lingerfield Drug Center, 'tis the season. Let's start pinworms.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
So that is something a lot of people are real embarrassed to come in and ask about. But, a lot of people don't realize, small kids, it's more common than you would think, between small kids and dogs. You touch something that may have the eggs and then touch your mouth, before you know it, you would have them and not really even realize that it's happened. But what a lot of people don't know about that, for pinworms, that's a liquid medicine we've got for it. Just one little dose cup and you're good. It's just a one-time treatment. But what most people don't realize is if you've got, a wife and 2 kids, if one person's got it, the whole house has got to get treated for it. So that's something, like I said, it embarrasses a lot of people to come in and ask about it, but it's a lot more common than you'd think, and it's real easy treatment and not very expensive either. I think
less than $12.
Yeah.
$11.59 for this product. Again, takes care of pinworms, and so there you go. There it is. So that's item number 1. Item number 2. How to stop bleeding. This is interesting. Yes. Bleeding control spray and bleeding control bandages from Curad. Tell us about these.
Yes. Anybody knows me knows I'm injury prone. So I keep those Band-Aids in my car and my computer bag, about everywhere. But what that is it's got, it's like a powder that's got a clotting factor in it. And if you either use that spray or it's on the pad of those Band-Aids, if you've got a cut, won't stop bleeding, those things will stop it just about instantly. It's really surprising how well those work. But with everybody getting out gardening and doing outside projects, that's something a lot of people's been asking for lately.
$3.59 for that. The Curad Bleeding Control Bandages. Get 30 bandages for $3.59 here at Lingerfield Drug Center in downtown Elizabeth. And here's the spray. It goes for $7.49, and neither one of these will bust your billfold. So, and need to have one of those, just keep it in the glove box, wherever, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Be smart to have that.
And that spray is what I like myself, because I always end up cutting myself in a weird place that I can't get a Band-Aid to stick. So that spray does it good.
Talking to Dr. Eric Carter again with Lingerfield Drug Center. We're here at his place. We come here once a month. Love coming here. One more for the break. Homeopathic pain. Tell me about this.
Yeah, a lot of people, have joint aches and pains, and some people don't want to take things like Tylenol or pain medicine or anything like that. They'd prefer to do something more natural. And what we've got here is it's actually made from mountain daisies, an actual flower. But it's a natural product. It's like a roll-on stick, and people say that they've had real good success with it. You just roll it on, and it's supposed to help get rid of that pain for you.
$8.69, by the way, for that. There you go. Social media, how do we find you?
We're on Facebook as Lingerfield Drug Center, and got a new website too. And the link for the website's on our Facebook. So
that's the key. And then the phone number is?
It's 423-542-2138.
One of our great sponsors making it go for Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. I love coming out here and promoting this gentleman and his great company and a great store at Lingerfield Drug Center. Final score, Cyclones stalking down on the field, 17-7. Let's recap the scoring. Cyclones had a first shot. Campbell missed a 32-yard field goal at the 8:36 mark in the first quarter. Cam Baker got a pick on the ensuing offensive set, 4:03 in the quarter. We couldn't do anything with it. They turn right around and intercept. Jeriah Griffin Famoyan gets the pick. Jason Swartz, 6-yard run. Turnham's point after 7-0. That's your first quarter score. Then we go into the second period. Derek Smith blocked the Mason Williams punt. Javen Chester gets a 5-yard run. Turns point after 14-0. Our only score of the ball game, Teddy Orton, a 45-yard bomb from Jeriah Griffin with 39 seconds to go to halftime. Campbell's point after made a 14-7. Only other points of the ball game came with 16 seconds to go in the third. Turin's 24-yard field goal. Big in this football game. Final score 17-7. Coach, our poor Travis Deli player of the game tonight, who might we pick, sir?
I'm going to go with Eli Williams. That's really representative of what that front seven did. He's able to get clean in there and make a lot of tackles. And like I said, representative of what those guys did and really shut them down from first quarter on and made a good adjustment. This is something to build on, and that's the thing. If we're going to beat Greenville, you're going to stop the run, man. So something good to build on. That'll be some bright spots for film study tomorrow and on Monday. And so head back to the drawing board and put Eli as a player of the week this week and get somebody on that offense next time.
We'll do it again in 2 weeks. We'll be on the road in Greenville. Tomorrow, Junior Cyclones, Grass Cutters of Brian Jenkins at 3. 4:30, the Junior Pee-wees of Scotty Baker, and we'll stream the final game at 6 of Sean Witten's Junior Pee-wee Junior Cyclone program. Monday, JV football. So we're going to be wall-to-wall football. T.A. Duggar Middle School last night, we've got a doubleheader win, 42-14 varsity. JV won 36-6. Tonight we lose 17-7. Tomorrow, Junior Cyclones. For Cassie Fowler and Ryan Presnell and Kevin Harvey, this is yours truly, Tom Taylor, telling you the final. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and share and go back and check it out on YouTube and Facebook. Final score, Science Hill wins it tonight, 17-7 to take the Railroad Rumble Trophy back to Johnson City till we do it again next year in JC. For all the gang, thanks for watching. As Grandma and Mama used to always say, win or lose, or no, bloom where you're planted. That's what they always said. We always say, win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching Elizabethton Cyclone football tonight.